Good afternoon, everybody. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon. I need to put some lotion on. I'm gonna get that though. So my face is breaking out. I need to put them books back, but I ain't gonna do it right now. Hey. Hey, T. What y'all doing over there? Hey, y'all. Hello, hello. We going on TikTok this morning. Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to the hood? Who want to go to the hood? Y'all want to take a trip to the hood, or y'all want to stay in our good neighborhood? Going down rabbit holes? I bet. It's a lot going on. Y'all nephew texted me at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was. I was asleep talking about the Pope died. You said stir the pot, laugh out loud. I'm in today. Okay, so we going to the hood? Y'all want to go to? I want to go to the hood too. Sometimes you got to go down into the hood, you know? Yeah, sometimes you got to go to the hood. I'm okay with it because I want to see what they said. But guess what? You said, let me get my purse. Yeah, we about to go to the hood, girl. Go and get your stuff. We going over to the hood, so go get whatever you need because we going to the hood today. They said, let me get my purse. Hold on, because I got to take my piece with me. We going over to the hood. I had to leave the set to find y'all here. You said you had to leave what set? We going to the hood now. We about to go over there. We've been, I think we went sometime this month or last month we went over there, but really we only been over there once, I think, since we left. I've been looking for y'all and waiting on y'all to come. You've been looking for us, Chanel, girl. Well, you found us. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, but this is the thing. I'm okay. Amen. That's all I'm gonna say. You know how your mama used to say, if it was a snake, it'd bit you. Y'all, you said laugh out loud. It was last month. Oh, okay. I was about to say, girl. If it was a snake, it'll bit you. That's how close we is in people face, and they don't even be knowing it. You know. But we going to the hood today. We gonna see. Nigga, we gonna see. We gonna see what they do. We ain't been over here, but we gonna see what happened. So I want to tell y'all before I get on here, guess what they're doing? Guess what they're doing in my TikTok messages before we get on here? So it'll show me that y'all sent a video, but when I get in there, even our previous conversations that we've had, they don't come up. It's a blank screen. People that I've been friends with on TikTok for 3 years. So all those messages that y'all can see on y'all side, I can't see not damn one of them on my side. It's only letting certain people that I know. There's people that I go in and look at. I'm like, wait a minute. It'll show 6 new. Yeah, it'll show 6 new messages, but I see nothing. Absolutely anything. Like if y'all sent me something the last couple of days, it's only a few people they letting actually send me a message. It'll show me that you sent me the message, but when I go in there, it's completely blank. Hey Kiva, hey Sonia, hey everybody. It'll show me that it's like there's nothing. I just went and did it today because some of y'all sent me some videos, so I was trying to look at them. I cannot see them. All of our messages prior to that, yeah, they not. D, you was one of the people I just went and looked at the video. Your stuff is blank. Diddy, your video is the one that I just went to watch, and I'm like, where the messages at? It ain't showing nothing, baby. Nothing. Literally, because you just sent me something like yesterday or the day before. It's been in the last couple of days. And I was going through just to see several of y'all videos. Where did you email it to? I probably didn't even, I haven't looked. I've been chilling. So send it again for me so it'll pop up now if you can. Yeah, I ain't seen it. I have not seen it. But the people is over here. Me and my daughter was trying to have a conversation today and she couldn't even hear me. She said, Mom, this is weird. My son can't share his screen with me on my iPad. My daughter can't hear me on my Android. Yeah, they over here. Real good. So much so that I couldn't even. Yeah, no, they over here for real. Cause I can't. A lot of my stuff, I'm not able to get it, and I'm not even. Oh, y'all can't even hear me. Wait a minute, I'm on my headphones. That's why. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just talking. My headphones in my room. They would have been hearing nothing. Hey y'all. But yeah, so they're doing that for sure. Hey Pumpkin, thank you. And look, I'm about to show you. D, do you mind if I use your oh, it's in this other thing. I'm about to show y'all. Now that's crazy. You know how you check? I literally. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me go down for far enough. What the heck? That wasn't right. Now that's crazy. What the heck? So the messages that I just checked, you know, when it says somebody shared a video with you, I just went and tried to look through several different videos and it wouldn't let me see nothing. And now it's popping up. Interesting. Anyway, well, just know they playing with my stuff. Because I just went and tried to go look at 5 or 6 videos in different people had sent me and the pages was blank. It just happened right now. So again, I'm just gonna move on. I'm not even about to worry about it. And I don't know if it's the difference because I'm on my iPad or what, but I was on my iPad and baby, I'm looking through like where, yeah, girl, even worse now. How y'all doing over here, everybody? Even worse. That's what I came on here to tell y'all. They not letting me see messages. It's getting real crazy. Hey, I did see it. Sometimes mine shows up blank like that too. It's trying to load everything. Exactly, but nothing shows up. This. That exact thing. Hey, everybody. I ain't seen y'all in a long time, some of y'all. Hey. Oh, yeah. We only over here. We came to the hood for a minute. We ain't been here in a minute, so we figured we'll come back to the hood for a day. So I got a question for everybody. We're going to go over something. I know everybody talking about the Pope. Y'all already know what it is. This is right before. Okay. This is right before. Yeah, we in the hood. TikTok the hood now. Where we at over there, it's peaceful. We don't have all the arguing and folks trying to get you blocked. We don't have to deal with none of that. So yeah, this the hood now. We back to the hood. Where we at, we have peaceful classes every single day. There's no arguing, so I don't have to yell and scream at nobody. It's been very peaceful the last 4 months. You said we already knew this was gonna happen. We did, classy lady. We did. Hey family, auntie, tell me why I went to Five Below and they had a book promoting romance between humans and demons. I was shook about that. Did you take a picture of it and send it to me? It's so peaceful over there. We have a good time. It makes me so happy to see. Well, hello. Do I have another page? No. But I told everybody what it was. And if you only looking for me on TikTok, then that's where you're going to be looking. Because I said for months and months and months before the first TikTok ban what we were going to be doing, and people didn't listen. And so then when they inbox me and ask me where I am, I just don't answer because I know that they didn't look. Because the other place that we are at is in my bio still. So when folks be saying they looking for us, I just look at them like they lying. Because if you would have looked, you would have found us. Somebody got in my inbox. I just swipe on past, babe, because you're not going to lie to my face. Well, that's not what you're going to do. They not gonna lie to my face. But I told everybody that was gonna happen. I said, y'all gonna be looking for us and the information gonna be right in your face and folks ain't gonna look for it. Here I go. You hear me? So, hey, if you ain't looking, you ain't gonna find me. That's all I'm gonna say. This is still seek and find. Come on. This is still seek and find territory over here. Ain't nobody getting you no information. So, do you see this? Let's get started on this first. This is 30 ounces. Now, I need you to imagine that this was filled up to here, which would give me another 2 ounces. Do you see this bottle? Kicking people out already? Funny. Crazy. They already playing. Yeah, I know. Well, we're going to stay over here as long as we can. If you're looking for us, we're on YouTube. I'm going to just say it, and I'm not saying it no more. So if somebody come in here talking about they been looking for me, y'all know I'm going to roll my eyes. We on YouTube if you was looking for us, even though I know y'all really wasn't. But we going to move on. Here we go. This is 30 ounces. Okay? This is 30 ounces. Everybody see this, that this is 30 ounces? Y'all see it? Add 2 more ounces to this. And to those of you, no, you know. Yeah, add 2 more ounces to this. Then you do not have to tell me. But in your mind, if you work, or even if you were on a fixed income, I need you to divide your income by 30 or 31 days to get a daily number of how much income you have. And do a rough estimate. But if you own, whatever, and you can break it down into whatever you got coming in a month, divided by 30. I need you to get that number for me. You don't have to tell me your business, but I want you to know it. Okay, let's do that real quick. I'll give y'all 2 minutes because I want to show y'all something. And it did not hit this hard until today. I said, "Ooh, Dad, when you be doing stuff like this, it be real, real crazy. It be real crazy because I'm about to show y'all something. And we going to get to the Bible here in just one moment. But I need you, if you know how much you make a day at work, if you're a business owner, rough estimate. If you're on some type of, fixed income, break it down into 30 days. And then I want you to remember that this is 30 ounces or 32, but we're going to add 2 more ounces to this so that it can be 32, okay? Y'all with me? I'm about to show y'all something that is mind-blowing. And we studied a little bit about this before, but it hit differently today. I said, oh. Y'all got the number? A rough estimate? Huh? Okay. Hey. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. Everybody got that number. So round your income for 30 days out to, whatever. You got your number daily in your head. How much you will make. Okay, good. Now, let's do this real quick. I need everybody to go to Revelations 6. Go to Revelation 6 for me. You can read it in whatever version. I'm going to read it in the NIV. Or am I? Let me see. Maybe not the NIV. What did I read it in before? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Because I know they be playing with the measurements. No, you don't do that. There we go. Okay. I'm reading it in ERV. Sorry. Okay. So, here we go. If you go down to the verse 6 and 6. Revelation 6, chapter 6. Revelations, chapter 6, verse 6. It says, Then I heard something that sounded like a voice. And the voice came from where the 4 living beings were. And it said, A quart of wheat or 3 quarts of barley will cost a full day's pay. Now, I just seen in NIV, it say 2 pounds or whatever, but we're going to go on the quart because this is what he put in my mind, so this is what we're going to read. This is 2 ounces short of a quart. So could you imagine filling this up with wheat flour, we'll say, to the rim, and whatever you made in one day, That's how much it's gonna cost you to get this bottle with 2 more ounces, filled up, to get enough wheat to make bread. So if you did your numbers, right? You did your numbers. You know how much your daily pay is. Everybody's number is different. It would cost you that much to buy this full of wheat flour. God says in the last times, this is what it's going to do. This is what it's going to be. Thank you. Thank you. A dry quart is 32 ounces. This is 30. This is 30.4 ounces. So could you imagine spending your whole day's pay on this much flour? Some of y'all make $300 a day. Some of y'all make about $150, $200. Some of y'all make more than that. A whole day's wages for this. You said that just really put it into more perspective. Pumpkin, me too. I said, wait a minute. How much is a quart? So I went and looked it up. It's 32 liquid or dry ounces. Okay. But since the NIV said 2 pounds, this is 4 pounds. So half of this bag, because NIV say 4 pounds. I mean, NIV says 2 pounds. ERV says a quart. So we'll give both. This is 4 pounds. So we'll roughly measure out half of this bag. Top half or bottom half, whichever one. This a little post out that's got some room. Half of this bag costing you however much you're going to make today at work or tonight. How long could you feed your family if this was flour and you only got the top or the bottom amount of this, which was 2 pounds? So either this full or this full, but your whole day, you know how much you make. And if you want it, fixed income, break your money up by 30 days. That's how much you're getting a day. You're going to give up that whole money for either this filled with flour or half of this bag, which is 4 pounds. How much food will you be able to buy? Read again. It says, then I heard something that sounded like a voice, and the voice came from where the 4 living beings were, and it said, a quart of wheat or 3 quarts of barley will cost a full day's pay. You know how much you make. You know how much your husband make, your wife make, your kids. So if you could only buy 2 pounds of flour, you hear me? You understand? What's that going to do for your cabinets? Then it said, but don't harm the supply of olive oil and wine. So I said, well, dang. Who produced the most grapes in the world? China. 16.8% of the grapes produced in the world are produced. You said God's economy will suffice. You don't read the Bible. God said, we about to starve. What is you talking about? We not in the, y'all got to know the dispensations now. Ooh, y'all be reading it so it'll say what you want it to say and not what it say, because all the Christians is about to be hunted like dogs and killed. You realize that? In Revelation, it said you're going to go hungry. I know that your pastor told you that was going to be for the evil people, but it's not. If you would have read it for yourself, it said the Christians. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Because the sinners is going to take the mark, so they're going to be able to eat. Remember? Don't forget. Don't forget that. Hey. You said even in the Bible, the people that didn't listen went hungry did. The 5 wise and the 5 foolish didn't have enough oil either, and they felt like everybody else was going to give them their stuff. And clock that tea. We not. Moving on. You said not the chosen being a Christian is not enough. Okay, you want to argue. Baby, I'm going to need you to go on and read your scripture. Not for what they told you it was going to say, for what it says. And that's why the Bible said even the very elect are going to be deceived. Because y'all waiting on the rapture. That ain't happening until after everything is dead. But amen. You know. I know they told y'all that. They told me that too until I start reading for myself. And this is why the Bible's like, study to show yourself approved. Because y'all believe whatever they say and you don't go read it for yourself. So then, you know. Scary. Ooh, okay, you want to argue, baby. I'm going to ask you to leave my class. Thank you. This is not the arguing space. If that's what you think, you go on and do it. Hopefully you don't have to take the mark when there's nothing in your house. Because if the stores ain't moving nothing, you ain't getting nothing in there. But amen. The Bible is for Christians to be, listen. Niecy Poo. Daughter. Yeah, thank you. I had a 2-hour argument down there with my mama last night. I said, girl, and you is a minister. That's scary and y'all don't know. That's terrifying. That's why folks about to be beating down doors and stuff. They think it's for the non-believers. My mama do too. I told her, I said, girl, you do realize that everything that's written in the Bible was written to the church, even though they told you it was written to the sinners. See how they flip-flopped that? They went on and flip-flopped it and told you that, oh, this applied to them because we chosen to be murdered, chosen to be unalived, chosen to be thrown in camps and unalived. You're right, we sure are. See, what this world done told y'all chosen mean, that's not what it means, because God's chosen were thrown into things with tigers and lions and bears. They was hung upside down. They was boiled in oil. He himself was crucified. That's what it means to be chosen. But see, chosen now mean, oh, everybody's going to respect me because I'm a Christian. And you can't do those things around me because I'm a Christian, even though Jesus never said any of that. But you know what he did do? He went in the church kicking over tables and beating people with stuff. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Anyway, that's where parents will get the mark for kids who are left behind. Who? Left behind? What? Who? There is no left behind. There's no left behind, D. They lied. These churches have lied to people for a very long time. And there is no left behind. Hey, Pumpkin. I don't have any. There is no, if you read in Revelations for yourself, see, people think because 2 Thessalonians or 1 Thessalonians say he's going to come on a cloud, but they don't read the rest of that. It says after everybody's been killed, he's going to do that. They forget that part. See, y'all pastors, they read, oh, he going to pick us up on a cloud. Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. But they don't read that everybody got to die before he do that. They skip over that scripture. So you'll need to go back and read it for yourself. You'll need to go back. Am I supposed to change what I want to talk about because you keep writing the same sentence? I'm not. The people over there are imposters, period. But God came to save the whole world, all nations. So, doesn't matter if you're a Hebrew Israelite or not. When he shed his blood, it was for every race of people on the planet. Now, are there some people that have some stuff that's like more expensive than gold? Do. And we're the most hated people on the planet anywhere we go. Boom. He said that. But he came and brought the world for everybody. So, good old TikTok. Come on. Exactly. Because that's just explaining end times, not the middle times that happens at the very end. Exactly. So, moving on to what I was saying. Here we go. If you don't have something for you and your kids, you better hurry up and get as many dry goods as you can. You need to have shelf-stable food and a way to filter your water. I was screaming this about 3 years ago, and everybody called me a false prophet over here. But I don't know if y'all just saw, but that man, the one with the orange skin, yeah, he just said that he ain't about to be treating Alabama's water plant. Y'all seen that yesterday? They gonna have poop in their water. You said what? He said it's illegal DEI something for their wastewater management plant to be running. So I guess what God told us about the water not being no good and to buy water filtration 3 years ago, not just one type, 3 different types. It's gonna come in handy here in a minute. Joseph predicted the famine and warned Pharaoh to preserve wheat. They would have starved. Yep, we know. And the Pope is dead. You already know what it is. They about to put their dude in there that's gonna usher that one world leader in, and they playing and not telling us what's going on. But I saw on Tik Tok yesterday. I got all types of that part. Come on, sis. They not telling us the truth about what's going on with them red heifers. Somebody said they already sacrificed 2 of them on the 15th, or 1 or 2 on the 15th. They only needed 1. Neil, I have a video on YouTube, and I have there in my Amazon bio. It's still a list up there, my survival list. If they let you see it, they've been hiding it. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a part of the sacrifice too. Come on, you already know what it is. Oh, I'm not back over here. I just came over here. I told y'all we was coming to the hood for a day, Alyssa. I ain't staying. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies now. And I used to love it over here. I done got used to peace, baby. And once you get peace, you don't be wanting to come back. But I'm going to come over here and warn folks again for one more time. I hope y'all go get y'all stuff. I know some of y'all might have seen me. CERCA TROVA 22 at Gmail. So I have a video on YouTube for those of you that might not know called Survival and Survival 2.0. If you can, you need to run through that. Just fast forward, take snapshots of everything and go put it in your cart and get it as soon as possible. If you got stuff on your credit cards and stuff like that, it's gonna be a great time to use it, because as y'all can see, stuff is not getting ready to be coming back. CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. You said, yes, ma'am, the heifers were sacrificed. Okay, that's what I thought. I told y'all they was hiding it. I told y'all something wasn't right about that. There should be worldwide news. But you know why they not going to make it worldwide news? Because they want the world to be deceived into thinking they have more time than what they have. That's what they want to do. I told y'all. I said, yeah, something's up. We was hearing about it before they even got over there to Israel. And now it's nothing, dead silence. Yeah, something's up with that. Something's up. Yeah. I told y'all they probably going to do it and not say nothing to nobody. Hey, yeah, because the devil wants to. Okay, who remembers this whole time I've been saying God wants you to be prepared. The devil wants to catch you off guard. You said banana prices are everything. Y'all remember me saying that years and years and years and years? I've been saying it for 3 years. Well, there's a lot of people that are caught off guard by these tariffs. We wasn't, because God told us that in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, things were going to be 3 to 7 times more expensive than they are right now. Would you like to know when the tariffs kicked in? Boom! At the 3-year mark. And now stuff that was super, super cheap is super, super expensive. But when money was flowing and food stamps was flowing and PPP money was flowing, but baby, wasn't nobody thinking about it. That's because they don't believe the Bible. You know what else God told us? Parcel wasn't going to be moving, packaging, all the stuff that come from China and all those other places. And you know what's going on right now? That. Now, I was telling people 3 years ago, because God had me warning folks, but everybody came on here and said, don't listen to that lady. She's fear-mongering. Well, the people that listen, they ain't got to worry about none of that. All of this is not a surprise to them, and they already got something to counteract every single thing that is happening right now. They got it when it was cheap. And I used to say on here, get it why ain't nobody thinking about it, because when the craze happens, you ain't going to have to be outside, and you ain't going to have to be doing this, and you ain't going to have to be trying to scrounge no money together to get what you need, because stuff is way too expensive. That's what famine is. Famine is always not having the food. Famine is not having enough money to buy enough food. Or the food not being no good. 3, I had some domestic order. Certain items, the shipping date has been pushed back until May. Even if people start preparing now, it's probably not going to come. Okay, so do you remember us talking about it was going to be worse than COVID? Y'all remember? I said it's going to be worse than 2020. I said, y'all remember when it happened, you couldn't get nothing from the ports. Y'all remember me saying that? People was putting their orders in and couldn't get their stuff for 3 months. And look, it's happening again. It's happening again. Interesting. Hey. Hey. I tried to say hi on TikTok. They unsubscribed you? I told y'all they deleting my messages. I can't see them when y'all sending them to me too. It'll show me that I got 6 messages. Click on there. It's nothing. Yeah. How soon people forget. Come on. So, everything you told us has come to pass. That's because God was telling me to beg y'all to get ready. And it's sad because the world, the world, you said the person considered closest to God died right after resurrection day. That man is not close to God. That man is the devil. Now you know you tripping. Them people, they worship saints. You're not supposed to do, they do everything God said. Idolatry, honey. You see all them statues in there? No, that man was nowhere near close to God. Don't lie to yourself like that. No. You was fear-mongering, scared some sense right into us. Laugh aloud, especially me. I was throwing crystals and tarot cards away left and right. Ain't you happy you did? Because I wonder, now this ain't nothing to be mean, but I wonder if the crystals told them to stock up on their stuff. Get some water filtration. Was y'all crystals telling y'all, did the ancestors tell you go ahead and get your stuff together? Did they? You said I know, but society considers that. Oh, okay. I just want to know. Let me ask. I got one. Let me see. Maybe she'll tell me something right now. How you doing, Amethyst? Where you at? Oh, there you are. Let's see. Is there a famine coming? Will I have clean water to drink? Should I buy chicken and eggs? No. Eggs? Should I buy eggs? Nothing. But you know who did tell me to buy eggs 3 years ago? Powdered eggs, because it wasn't going to be none and they was going to be too much. The living God. Raise your hand if you got powdered eggs at your house. Raise your hand if you got powdered milk at your house. Raise your hand if you got dried meat, dried vegetables at your house. Raise your hand if you got a way to filter water. Oh, raise your hand if you got a gas mask, honey. Because the air quality ain't going to be no good because he getting rid of that stuff. Oh, okay. I just want to know. Because our living God, the Sky Daddy, as everybody used to come in here trying to be funny. Yep, he told us everything to get, like beans and rice. What everybody's screaming right now. Sky Daddy did his job. Sky Daddy did his job. And he told us 3 years ahead of time, Punky, so we had plenty of time to prepare before everything was too expensive, honey. You said garden on 1,000. Rent now, this part. This part, yes, for 300, Alex, and did. And did. You said, man, you make me nervous like you know it. Oh, know it. And the people that, I don't know if you been here, but ask around. They'll tell you what it is. Everybody called me crazy 3 years ago. Oh, I was getting blocked every day. But baby, they're coming to look for your girl right now. Oh, I've been looking for you. Have you? For what? Oh, I told y'all this was going to happen too. I said, I'm going to give you all this information right now. And none of it's going to be valuable until it is. And you know what it is right now. Clock that. Oh, yeah. It's Noah's time right here. But you don't, though. You're not going to lie in my class, sir. No, thank you. You don't. No, I was waiting for you to come on about that one time. Listen. Listen. They looking for the old videos. I deleted them. Unless they go to YouTube, they not going to find nothing. Oh, yeah, because all that about to come down, too. Because they hunting people like me. They sending the men in black to people's doors like me, honey. No ma'am, no sir. And yeah. Mm-hmm. So, if you haven't studied anything about the Great Depression, you'll need to now. Do you hear me? If you have not watched videos about the Great Depression, people were eating their own. They were eating their cats and dogs. Literally. They were boiling belts and leather to try to eat it in the Great Depression. Listen, this is the thing. I don't need garden lights. We already got these that work with human body. And somebody just put one of my cousins or sisters in here just put on, I can't think of who it is, don't kill me. You can use this in a full pan too and it'll turn on. And you can put some water on the towel and it'll turn on. Oh, I understand now why they would eat belts, because it's the skin. Yes, so I was talking. This is why we said they gonna have Louis Vuitton lasagna and red bottom bell peppers and all of that. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them at Lowe's. You can get them everywhere. Rechargeable light bulbs. You need to have some type of small solar charger. You remember? Yeah, I remember they was making Prada paninis and stuff. Y'all remember? Solar chargeable light bulbs. Yep. You said haven't seen me in a while. Yep. I don't be on here no more. We've been having class every day, for the most part, since we left y'all. It's called a rechargeable solar light. Y'all can go in my Amazon store and they in there, y'all. All this survival stuff that I'm not about to pull out and show y'all is on my survival list. It's all kind of stuff. Water filtration systems, wool blankets. A wood burning stove would be nice, because if they cut the power, which they plan to do because our infrastructures are now compromised. If they hit the power today, how do you cook? Okay, not the WORUers, but people that are not normally here. And please don't say gas, because gas is run on electric pumps now. So if they cut the power, how do you cook? And it's only going to be so much charcoal. It's only going to be so much propane. And it's only going to be so much gas. Because y'all didn't see it in all the events where it's natural disasters. That stuff run out in like a day. So then what will you do for the rest of the time? I can't thank you enough for following directions. I came late, but I'm so glad I was in time. You just don't know, my heart is full. I'm not scared as I used to be. Come on, baby. I told you, just start getting your stuff. And if you mean it, because you're following the word of God, gonna send what you need. We should have screenshot those prices 3 years ago. I know some stuff is done. Girl, they did. A $2,500 cart that we bought 3 years ago is easily probably over $7,000 right now. The straws that we paid $29 for are $60 for just 5. One water straw is $15. They used to be like $4, $6. They wasn't even that expensive. Now one is almost $20. The generator that I bought for like $200 is like 4 something, 5 something right now without the solar panel. Yeah. Yeah. It's some people that went in here and put some stuff in that cart, because you can go back and see how much you purchased it for in your Amazon cart. It'll show you exactly how much it used to cost. Yep. And see how much that cart will run you now. Crazy. Yeah, we got tents. If we have to live outside, we got what we need. And I'll tell you this, it's going to be better. Don't do this. Go on and let me cut this off. Um, which would you rather have? Now that you know Jordans only cost $8 to make, would you rather your babies be fresh or freshly fed? That's the question now. You want them to be fresh or freshly fed? My ears ringing. Isn't that interesting? Okay. If you have children, you need to go to every clearance rack that you can and buy the next 2 seasons of clothes. You said newborn diapers are crazy expensive. They still got plastic diapers. They still got the what's the names with the pants on them. Literally, that's what we're sending out now is cloth diapers with the plastic pants on them because they make all our diapers. Very few diaper companies are here in America, and most of the materials don't come from here. We got to get them from other places. So yeah, if you're pregnant or have children that are under 2, you'll want to go get you some cloth diapers, and they make them so cute now. They got the little snaps and all of that. They even got the little pads that go in there, so you don't have to have that big bulky thing on. They slide down in there. Yep. 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 So if you haven't prepared, it don't matter if somebody gonna call you a conspiracy theorist. I'd rather be a conspiracy theorist and have everything I need if our grid is down. Everybody's seen the movies. Y'all saw the Leave the World Behind. They didn't put that out for no reason. You said my sister's going on vacation. I told her to stock up first, but hey, what do I know? We've been screaming at the top of our lungs. But back to this. So again, hey Auntie Judy, are you willing to give up a whole day's pay for this much flour? Okay. Are you willing to give up a whole day's pay for this much flour? This much sugar? You know how much you make in a whole day? If you are not, you need to be going to every food bank you can while they open, because we talked about them closing them too, and that's exactly what they're doing. A lot of food banks don't have no food because he's taking the funding. But 2 years ago when I was begging people to go, people had too much pride. But now it ain't even going to be one to go to. And if they about to stop this schooling, you're going to be responsible for feeding your children and teaching your children. Do you have books in your house? If you don't, instead of buying stuff to make people envy you, you better get some books so you can teach your children. Because if they don't go back to school next year, what's gonna happen? Okay? Do you understand? You need to have books. You need to have books about how to do stuff the old way, without no electricity. You could be making shelf-stable butter right now, which is ghee. A lot of y'all know. Powdered milk, powdered eggs, powdered cheese. All of this stuff. And think about it. A lot of our food comes from overseas. Oh, so we talked about the hospitals. I didn't know that the percentage was that high. 91% of our medications. But we talked about this. I said this, though, before they put out the numbers. 91% of our medication comes from China. And a young lady had a video that said within 2 weeks or a week, our hospitals could be closing down if they do that. What does that mean for your family? Don't nobody want to use the cheap dollar store stuff. You better be running to go get all the medical supplies that you can. Gauze, ointments, peroxide, because a lot of that stuff is sent over here from China. A lot of it. And Korea. and they're talking about they produce 70%, 40 to 70% of our medical devices and stuff. That our insulin. You hear me? Needles, operation stuff, machinery. Yep, the church a few blocks down from me don't give as much food out no more. Just a few cans and fresh veggies. Are you serious? And how many times a month can you go? You said a few canned goods and fresh veggies. Interesting. Can you go more than once a month? Because if you can only go once a month or twice, and that's all they're giving you, how do you feed your family on that alone? You went and looked it up? You said once a month with an appointment where I'm from. Okay. So if they only give you 6 cans, and say for instance there's nothing in the grocery stores, what do you do? You said local Walmart pharmacy out of syringes and don't know when they'll be in stock. No. Y'all heard that? Let me get my Mari song. 2 million. 2 million what? The food banks are already having shortages. You said public church is fake. Okay. My friend told me she was working at a pharmaceutical company. She said she had to leave after they said they want to scan your eyes. Interesting. They used to give out food once a week. Now they've only been doing it every 2 weeks. Okay. You said, but you've been saying go to the pantries. I've been telling them. They cut $2 million from the food banks near you. No way. I know they could cut 2 million in Oklahoma too, and a few other places. And that or no, Michigan. $2 million ends up being what is it? It was more than 2 million. It ended up being 2 million meals for the summer between April and August, they said. Yep, in Connecticut, you have to schedule appointments for the pantries and the ones you just walk into. Interesting. Near you as well? They don't really have no food. Did we talk about it, family? They closed down the Fed agencies. Oh, yeah. I know. Yep. And they're just, yeah. They cut them in Memphis, too? Y'all, did we talk about this? Did we? I went to the pantry Friday, and I got 3 bags of junk food, cupcakes and donuts, and 3 canned goods. How you going to feed your family off of that? Hi, Jen. 2 million. Must be the going number, yep. So what y'all think it's going to look like? If that just started now, and that was supposed to help people get food all the way until August, what do y'all think the states and the grocery stores and stuff are going to be looking like? They not putting chicken wire and alarms on meat for nothing. Mass chaos. They already starting to watch people's carts in the grocery store. So what does that mean for us? You said seeing all that we talked about is wild, ain't it? I was at the pantry Wednesday. I got a 10-pound ham, bell peppers, cabbage, 6 cans. Each can good. Each can goods was the limit. Chicken legs, which I didn't take because I had so much to carry. Auntie, only yours. It seemed like God just, he be sending you to the right one because everybody else, you see what they getting? We need to go to Chicago and go over there to y'all stuff because, baby, I looked at it and said they're trying to unalive us. They don't have nothing. You said I'm budgeting more than ever these days. Yep. Who remembers when God put us on a budget? Raise your hand if you got on a budget when you got over here. Or you at least started to pay more attention to your spending. Because you believed when God said it was not going to be nothing. So you start preparing for it now. How many of you broke down your pride and started going to the food pantry? keep telling people where the pantry is and no one seems to go. If they don't want it, I'll take it. I'm trying to tell you, auntie. Yep, last couple of times I had meds, they didn't have syringes. No. I stopped getting my hair done. It was not important. Y'all see that weave ain't about to be coming over here. I told y'all, go on and get you a natural hairstyle and work it out now, because ain't gonna be no hair products. Where they come from? China. You went last week. Come on, Clay. Paychecks ain't matching either. Uh-oh. 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 You said it's spiritual warfare? No, it's the end of the world. Everything that God said is happening. He wrote the playbook. Most people don't read it. And then when they read it, they only read the parts that sound good to them, so then they don't know what's happening. The way things have no value right before our eyes is crazy. Listen. Exactly. China, Mexico, Brazil, and more. Yep. Been having meetings every other Saturday for almost a year for this prep time. Good job. Good job. Yep. And that's why I locked up. But babe, you know, mama, listen, I tried to tell them wasn't going to be nothing coming off them boats. Nobody believe me, but hell, they about to see. Nigga, we don't see. For real. I try to tell y'all. I can walk to the nearest food pantry, but you haven't yet. Oh. Okay, well. Listen. Even the Aldi store is starting to get expensive and the meat don't look right. Yep, I'm going to the pantry in the suburbs tomorrow. I'm going to see what they got going on. That part, auntie. The food pantry I go to told me they shutting down this week. No! Pam, if you don't mind me asking, where are you? Okay, so to all of the people, because I want y'all to see, to all of the people that your food banks are either closing down, half closed down, or are having way less, or you can go less time, not as many times a month. Can you please raise your hand and just tell me the state you in? You ain't got to tell me your city. Just tell me the state you in, and if your pantry has closed, or if they are giving less, or you can go, not as many times a month. You're in Connecticut. Interesting. Interesting. Texas, Louisiana less. Okay. So they don't have no food. Tennessee and Mississippi. Ontario, they don't have none. I looked at a box of ramen noodles that I bought the day before yesterday, and it was expired in 2022. But on the individual packages, and I will be keeping it. New Orleans, Central Texas has less. Florida, Tennessee. Interesting. Minnesota. Interesting. Interesting. So we are definitely seeing what God told us come to pass 3 years ago. Hold on one second, y'all. What y'all think about that? Tell me. How that make y'all feel? Sorry, y'all. So to the people that might not have been here 3 years ago, but you here today, please stock up on, even if you don't like it, I would not throw one can away, because that can be something you can barter with. Even if I don't eat it, I'm taking it. You said you just placed a new Amazon order. Yeah. And don't listen to them. Don't throw your canned goods out. Get online and see how long most canned goods can last up to 30 years, even past the date. Long as it ain't no dings or nothing, ain't nothing wrong with the can, and that seal on the inside of the can is not broken, you can keep those cans. The taste quality goes down, but you're not gonna die. But that's how they keep us buying food, is putting an expiration date on it, when a lot of times that stuff don't even be bad. It don't be nothing wrong with it. You said, I kid you not, I have one neighbor who only knock on my door to barter. Yeah. Probably vacuum seal would be best. And if you can, if you are on medication or if your children are on a medication, you need to hurry up and get off this class and call your insurance company and see if you can get a mail order override. Or y'all Niecy Pooh said, what is it called again, baby girl? Antoinette? A portable something device. Like if you got an asthma machine or whatever it is. You taught yourself how to can food? Come on, Pam. My sister told me our whole family is going over to her house. I'm like, why would I take all my supplies when she didn't prep? This girl, they trying to set you up. Medicaid making it whole to 90 now. If the seal is broken, just dehydrate whatever is in the can. Come on, auntie. It scares me that so many babies will starve because the Christians who don't believe durable medical equipment. Thank you, Pumpkin. You need, if you have a device that has to be plugged in and you're going to need a portable one, durable medical equipment. You need to call your insurance company, and whatever kids or you or your husband CPAP, whatever it is, you need to go on and grab that. No, it's okay, Pumpkin. It's like the people's is over here. So, food bank. Oh, wait, I'm getting 90-day prescriptions, but we're filling as soon as I can stockpile. Right, but you can do a mail order override and get an emergency one of 90 days. If you do mail order override and don't go through your CVS or whatever, your pharmacy. Hey, just coming in and I just looked up how long expired cans can be kept. Good job. Yep, it's different ones, but a lot of them are up to 30 years. TikTok. TT, I started stocking up in 22. I think most of those canned foods are no good in 2025. Yes, they are good. You ain't seen the videos where they opening cans of peas and stuff from like the 50s? Y'all ain't seen it? You didn't see I Am Legend or any of those movies? You do realize that a lot of times them cans been sitting there for years. They telling you something. There's a guy opening world stuff from the World War II, right? And the food is still good, exactly. And that's why I won't be throwing out nothing. Good, it's Medicaid durable medical equipment should already be included. Okay, thank you, baby. Yes, Ma, and got a good box from the food bank, but the other one only had lettuce and apples, right? Do not throw none of your canned goods out. Nothing. Absolutely anything. Do not. Please don't. So, it just depends, because some stuff is longer than that. Way longer than 5 years. If the can is not broken, it can be up to 10 years, up to more than that. The expiration dates on cans are already at least 3 to 5 years out. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So, if it starts to bow, they said when it starts to expand, like if you look at it and it's not flat like that, and the can has started to buckle, you're not supposed to eat those. But as long as that can isn't buckling, you can still eat it. Wish I knew that before I cleaned out my family's pantry, but she says she won't eat it. It's expired. Yep. Yep. You heard canned tomatoes aren't good after 1.5 years. Not if they want to make more money off of you. They tell you your milk expired on a day and you can still drink it up to 2 weeks after that. That little bitty circle on there that pop out tell you when it's bad. So, it's Jace, by the way. This is my older YouTube. Oh, hey, nephew. Because I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is, but I'm going to talk to you. Hey. We over here on TikTok, nephew. Can you believe it? We in the hood. We came over here to see what they was doing. Figured we'll warn a few more people about what's going on. See if they, if they listen or not. But let me ask you a question, nephew. Would you give up your whole day of pay for this? Full of corn flour or wheat flour or some cornmeal? Because that's about 30 ounces. You get 32. A quart, the Bible said that a quart of wheat is going to cost a whole day's wages. Cindy said, hey, Jace. Also, meds are good for years. They have stability studies that go out. Listen, they probably good forever. They just won't, they can't make no money if you don't. Yeah, I'm trying to get my family and friends to prep, but they're not listening. The world is not. Okay. But guess what, nephew? Revelation 6:6 said this is what we going. It said 32 ounces. A quart is 32 ounces. One of them said 2 pounds. So you even got to think. 2 pounds of flour, a bag of sugar is 3 pounds. The little one is 3 pounds of sugar, right? 3 pounds of cornmeal. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Hold on. Okay, so this bag of flour is roughly 5 pounds because I took some out of here. This 5 pounds. It says either 2 pounds of flour, which is here, probably. So not all of this, just this right here. 2 pounds of flour or a quart of flour is going to cost you all that you make today at work in this time that we are going into. Tell me you don't see that when most of our wheat and a lot of other things is imported. So when it said that wheat is going to potentially cost you a whole day's wages, okay? You can see that happening right now because they're doing the tariff war and they're going more and more and more. And who pays for that? The consumer. You hear me? So whatever you make today at work, shortly, not even half of this bag is going to get you that much flour for all that you made at work today. Some of y'all make 80, some of y'all make 150, some of y'all make 250, some people make more than that. Could you imagine giving up all your $20, $17 an hour, whatever, not 1 hour of work, a whole day, for not even a half of this bag? Because this bag is 5 pounds. It said 2 pounds or a quart, which is 32 ounces. So either one of these, because you won't get this whole bag, this 5 pounds. So 2 pounds of wheat or 32 ounces of flour for whatever it is that you're going to make from the time you clock in to the time you clock out today. This is how much we about to be paying for stuff because I believe the word. I'm allergic to wheat and flour. So imagine gluten-free flour. Revelation 6 said a quart of wheat or 2 pounds of flour basically is going to cost you a day's wages. So you know exactly how much you make. And before, it was like, how that going to happen? Oh, the tariffs. The tariffs. And because there's nobody to work the fields, everything is about to go up because it's not going to be as plentiful. So then everything is going to cost more. Right, Queen? I was sitting there today like, wait a minute. How much is a quart? 32 ounces. This 30. So 2 more ounces on this is how much flour you're going to get for however much you make in one day. The NIV say 2 pounds. Well, it's 5 pounds. So right about here, not with all of this, just right here, it's going to cost you what you made today at work. Tell me that ain't, do you see that being famine? If you make $150 a day and you got to pay $150 for 32 ounces of flour, can you even afford to buy the chicken? The oil to fry the chicken in? Hell, the eggs to make some bread. Do you hear me? It's important. Oh, I ain't about to worry about it. Oh, okay, well, don't be knocking on nobody's door when you smell them cooking food either. You smell some bread over there? Don't worry about it. You see them with you see them with electricity? You ain't got to worry about it because you was more worried about Louis Vuitton and making somebody else envy you. You hear me? You was too, I gotta recharge this, but you was too worried about making somebody envy you instead of taking care of your family. Don't worry about it then. Stay on over there then. You ain't no conspiracy theorist. Good, me either. You got something over here, not for nobody else. I suggest you go on and grab that Louis Vuitton bag. That's water on some toilet tissue. Y'all see it wouldn't come on. I suggest you go on and grab your all the names I can't even mention and put it on a pot and start boiling it. See if you could cut it up and make some luxury bag and noodles. It lasts for a long time. I don't know, but you can put it in the freezer. And then these are all things you can look up online, pumpkin. But you can put it you can put it in the freezer to kill the eggs that might be in there, and then put it in a Mylar bag. But you're gonna have to go look up long-term food storage. To those of you that don't know, in my skin, this is water powering this lighting. Y'all see how it's getting brighter? It's a drip of water on some toilet paper that is powering this light. It don't matter if it's dirty or clean. It's going to power this light. You and your kids ain't going to have to be in the dark if they hit our infrastructure. And it's getting brighter and brighter. Isn't that interesting? This is water on a tissue. You said I have those because of you. You got them because of God, honey. He wanted you to be okay. No, I ain't been on lockdown. You just ain't been looking. Can we call Dad? And we can call him. Hey, Dad. Yeah, we came over to the hood for a minute, and we was just telling everybody how we so thankful that you went on and got us prepared 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, 1.5 years ago. Amazon, everywhere. You can get them at Walmart, Walgreens. You can get them every day, everywhere. Yep, I got the light on there. Hey, Queen said hey. Everybody say hey, Dad. Everybody, Selena, everybody say hey. So, yeah, we just showing them that we could put some water on here. We could put this outside in the dirt and it'll turn on. You could make the kids run with their legs like this and it'll come on. You know. Yeah, and we just want to tell you thank you for telling us to get the water filtration systems, because the president then said he gonna take Alabama's water filtration plant and do something with it. He ain't giving no funding, so they might be having poopy water that they gonna have to brush their teeth with, take a bath with, cook their food with, all of that. Yep, you told us. You did. You did tell us. And he's starting with Alabama. You also told us there wasn't going to be no schooling, so we went and bought books. You also told us that food was going to go bad, or wasn't going to be enough, or it was going to be too expensive. And so we started learning to not waste and taking our onion peels. And Classy Lady said, hey. And Jamila and everybody else. Okay. We started taking our onion peels and making onion powder. We didn't throw them away. And the potatoes that grew eyes on them, we planted them. That's what we did. Yeah, we did that. Even if we only got a balcony because we in an apartment, baby, who ain't about to starve with us? You said I took my son out of school. My mama's homeschooled him. I'm trying to tell you. This could be the difference between your kids screaming every single night because they scared. This is a better $40 than a 3.5. Put that 3.5 back and get you 40s for the same $40. Okay? I don't know if they 40 no more. They might be more since the tariffs is here. But put the 3.5 back and go on and get you some of these. Better spent money, honey. That $200 you're going to go get your nails done with, go get you some of these. Go get you a water filtration system and a way to heat your home just in case. You might want to get everybody a gas mask too, because that's coming as well. Yeah. Go on and get a gas mask for everybody at your house. I would. You said candles and lanterns, heat source. Yep. Well, we got wood burning stoves. Portable ones. We can cook on that bad boy, open it up. You know what I'm saying? We got the little spout thing. We got the tins. We good. We got them. And I done already bought the little elbows to run it out my window if I got to. You hear me? Solar, the rechargeable light bulbs. Yeah, I have a thing in my Amazon store. I have a survival. I have 2 videos on YouTube under CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. Survival and Survival 2.0. And do, Eric. And do. And do. Trying to tell you what it is around here. We already got our portable pots and everything. Listen here. If y'all don't understand what kind of place is this? Oh, what kind of place is this? Do I believe? Yes, I do. Do I believe? Yes, I do. Do I believe? Yes, I do. Do I believe? He told me what was coming, and I got me some rice. He told me what was coming, and I got me a portable shower. He told me what was coming. Now, what the heck is this? Oh, they done came up, ain't they? He told me what was coming, so I got me a portable shower. He told me what was coming, so I got me a ghillie suit. He told me what was coming. I'm going to need to carry some water. He told me what was coming, so I got me a trenching tool so I can dig a hole, start a fire. You know, he told me what was... He told me what was coming, that we wasn't going to be getting nothing from China, so we bought washable pads, reusable pads, because that's where they come from. So we went on and got these now. What's else in this trick bag? Let me see what else in here. What else we got in here? Let me see. Oh, some gauze. That'll be good. What we got over here? Let me see. Anything down in there? Where this pocket at? Wait a minute. Hold on. Look, it's like, oh, there we go at the top. Hold on. Let me see what else we got in here. What's in here? Oh. Oh. Oh, you said a survival knife. Gonna need that just in case I need to do something with it. You understand? Got to, because just in case, because I be watching the movies and they hand always slips. So I went on and got me one with a circle in it so I ain't got to cut myself. Just good to cut somebody else. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Got the hole in it for my finger so I can do what I need to do. You said what now? Never mind. Huh? I got a boat. I got one already. I got me a floaty. It's already in there. Got me a 10-person tent due. A portable refrigerator as well, and a generator to run it, and the solar panels too. Got them. This is a way to filter water as well. We already got those. Oh, purification tablets. We got those too for water. What else is in here? Oh, a filter to my water filter. Now, what is this? A small hatchet, you say? With a hammer on the back and a multi-tool. Of course it is. Of course it is. But is that all we have? No, there's more. What's this? What is this? Out-of-pocket survival guide. What else we got right here? Waterproof lighter, just in case. That can be recharged, just in case there's no butane. Where can I recharge it? I can recharge it on my solar power generator. The pockets got pockets. Come on. You hear me? Who was not listening? Yeah, they weren't talking to us. Is they talking to you? Because they not talking to us. You hear me, Andu? Who about to be what? You said, huh? You said what you say? It's a big old, where you at? What else we got down in this bag? Some other stuff, some rope, just in case I need to tie a nigga up. Oh! Oh, you said somebody is coming with these C10 football fields. I should be able to see the nigga coming. You hear me? You said what? I got all of this stuff because I believe what God say. I could hide in that bag. You said it. Well, I don't know. Maybe. What else we got? Laundry soap. Laundry soap. Survival tabs. Canteens. Portable water buckets. Oh, what else is in here? Water straws that filter 1,100 gallons of water. What else we got? Oh, another water filter. Okay, right. Right, sleeping bag just in case I gotta sleep outside. Then we got us a little medical bag, right here. You know, we got nuclear radiation detectors. We got stethoscopes just in case we need to hear somebody's heart beating. We got candles, more water filtration, emergency blankets. Because if they're going to close down hospitals. Iodine tablets for thyroids. And do, Miss Ida. And do. And do. And do. This is not fear mongering. This is actually a person telling you what you need to hear so you and your family. Am I selling bags? No. But I do have a list, Jen, that's up in my bio up here on my Amazon store. And then I have 2 videos, Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube, where you can go through and screenshot. Because this ain't everything. This is just a few things. This is just what I keep right here. But we got canned food. We got dehydrated food, rice, beans, powdered milk, because there's not going to be any. Powdered cheese. All these things are going to be huge. All you have to do is go through your house, hit your breaker, and see what you can use. If you don't have manual things, you're screwed. I got gas. Gas is run on electric timers. So if the electric goes out, they run on electric gas pumps. That's how the gas is pumped into your home. Unless you got propane and you done built some type of thing. But most times those run on electricity. You got zeolite powder. I have no idea what that is. Get the soap for yeah, I got some of them too. And do. Okay. The people that want you to be great. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, I didn't know. Helps for nuclear exposure. Thank you. The people that keep trying to get you to go buy all this stuff that's useless, it's going to be useless. All of the technological gadgets we've been buying, no electricity, what are you going to do with them? So that is not what you need to be spending your money on. Okay? That's not what you need to be spending your money on. You need to be learning how to make bread. That's the number one thing you need to do. Don't go buy no cute bread maker, because baby, you're going to be waiting all day. You need to go get you some big bread pans and some small bread pans and as much yeast as you can. I used to go to Aldi's and grab the whole box that they sit up there, yellow and red, baby. I was grabbing them both, especially when I got food stamps. I don't get food stamps no more. It's been a long time. But baby, if I did, baby, I'd live here, honey. They'd be prepared to be sick of me. Yep, and power been out since 9:30 and no stove's coming on right now. Oh, your power been out where you at? And your stove is not coming on, sis. But guess what we got for that too? Our butane stoves. Our butane stoves do. Our butane stoves. Our butane stoves do. Our butane stove and sourdough starters. We got that too. Quit playing. Thank you, Miss Shaw. And do. Who ain't about to eat? Yep, I made some bread over the weekend. Some flatbread and some banana bread. It was fire. Ooh, I know it was. You see? You see how your life can change in just 60 seconds? You said you're gonna be cooking on grills. We have a fire pit. Well, that's probably not good because if there's no food, then you inviting people to your house that ain't got none. You'll be wanting to cook on the inside if you can. Yeah. You ain't gonna be able to just openly say, "Oh, we got food," even though nobody else does. They gonna smell it and they gonna come. You're gonna want to be cooking on the inside of your home, because if they'll knock somebody over for their basket, what you think they gonna do for what's on your fire pit? You can dehydrate your sourdough starter. Didn't know. Thank you for telling me. Definitely about to try to do that day. You're not gonna want to cook outside. That's gonna be scary. With some melted cinnamon butter on it. Ooh, this is my first time. I never thought I'd be making bread. Your other mother knew you would. I knew that. I seen it in you. You hear me? No. Gonna be playing target practice, protecting that food. I'm trying to tell you before you can ever even eat it. Cause don't forget, it's gonna be wild animals coming out of the areas where they been hidden at. Cause when it ain't no food, they coming too. Y'all been seeing all the animals going into the cities. I've been looking overseas and here. It's been animals that ain't supposed, bears and stuff, in the malls and at places they don't normally go. And I'm not just talking about in Tennessee. It was somewhere else. And we talked about that 3 years ago, that animals, we read it, was going to start making their ways out of the woods and into the cities. We talked about this, and it is happening. Ways to block out windows, right? You said, y'all, I just came out of the 125 tree and overheard the manager say that the prices are going up. Nothing will be 125 and there no more. Didn't I just tell y'all to run to the dollar store and buy as much as you could? I said that yesterday and the day before, and when I went and bought that alcohol last week, I said, yeah, y'all might want to run on in there. You know that's where real jerk chicken come from. They cooked in the ground to hide it from the slave masters. Well, I didn't know that. But I know my uncle and them been cooking pigs in the ground forever. So maybe that's where it came from, because my folks from the South sure did. They will put a pig in the ground in a minute, babe. Will. Dig a hole and cook right down off in there. Sure will. So that's probably where. They be mad at me. I go in there and rack up. Nephew, good job. You hear me? I ain't going to the Dollar Tree. Oh, okay, you right. You ain't gonna be able to go. You sure ain't. You ain't gonna be able to go to the pantry you was too good to go to either, because ain't gonna be none. Thank you, Steph. Ain't about to be none. $1.75. Glad I went before when you said. Listen, I told you I just went in there and got me some stuff, because everything in there for the most part come from China. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $5 now. The $5 store. Your Dollar Trees are packed with people. Interesting. Get it while the getting is good. Come on, baby. Yeah, my family is Mexican, and we be cooking meats in a hole in the ground as well. Yeah, I already know y'all do. Y'all my peoples. Man, I told y'all. I was always at somebody kickback when I lived in the West Coast. Honey, on the West Coast. Y'all got food? I'll be over there. What y'all need me to bring? I'm definitely about to go stick up the dollar store. I'm trying to tell you. You said Dollar Tree was packed the other day. Do that make y'all smile on the inside, WOIUers, that we went on and listened and we ain't got to be rushing out getting nothing? We've been going to and I'm not saying that 5 and below is really 7 and above. Come on. Playing in our face. Playing in our whole face. Yeah. Yeah. So again, and I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to run to the restroom. When you think about your whole day at work, having to spend that on only one thing, and not this whole thing, not even half of it, either 2 pounds of flour or 32 ounces of flour is going to cost you whatever it is that you make a day. If that doesn't light fire under your butt, this isn't a scripture now. This ain't me making up nothing, or, oh, now I heard this. No. This is scripture. that a third of this bag is going to cost you what you work for today. You hear me? These two. Not the whole thing. A third of this, or just this whole thing with 2 ounces added. How long? You need 2 cups of flour to make bread most times. How many loaves you gonna get out of this? And it could just cost you everything. You ain't even buy no chicken. You can't buy no corn. You can't buy nothing. If a quart of wheat or 2 pounds of wheat flour is gonna cost you your whole day's pay, say a whole day's wages, what else can you buy? In this scripture, God is so good for letting us know through you beforehand. Listen, I'm grateful he told us too, because we had time to prepare where other people don't. And they got this little bit of time, but because they keep closing their ears and saying, la, 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 you killing my vibe. I don't want to talk about that. I'll deal when it's happening. Well, when it's happening is the worst time to prepare for it. I mean, you want to prepare for a tornado when it's on top of your house? You want to prepare for an earthquake while the ground in front of your house is splitting up? Oh, okay, well, then do that. I mean, everybody got their own time when they want to do it. Who am I to say anything to you about it? But the worst time for me to prepare for something is in the middle of it happening. That's scary to me. That you would even allow your children to have to be frightened, your elderly parents to have to even think about, oh, I'm just going to go out and take something. And then you're going to be dead, because people that prepare, plan, and protect their stuff. So you'll be dead, and then your family's still going to be in a worse situation, and you won't be alive to protect them. So now if somebody want to run in your house and take whatever you have, they can. Oh, okay, well, do you? When you could have just bought everything you needed, stayed in your house, and protected what you had ahead of time. Do you? I ain't here to argue with not a damn soul. You hear me? I can't tell you what to do, but if I were you, hold on, y'all. Let me run to the restroom real quick. All right, let's do a quick thing, and then I don't know where we're gonna go from here. What is the definition of buy? And what is the definition of sell? Tell me the definition of buy, and tell me the definition of sell. Even though we know, but what does it say? What's it say? The definition of buy and the definition of sell. I've been forgetting this here the whole time. I've been talking to y'all the whole time. What is it? To buy something means what? What's the definition? And to sell something means what? A period during which a retailer sells goods at a reduced price. It's not that kind of sale. To sell. It means to purchase. Okay? S-E-L-L. A sale is an exchange of commodity for money, the action of selling something. Okay, how many of you are employed by someone else, like a job, a person, whatever? The exchange of goods or services for an amount of money or its equivalent, the act of selling, okay? And then one is to obtain a payment, okay? So you won't be able to buy or you won't be able to sell, okay? How many of you sell your time to an employer and they pay you for your time? Just raise your hand. If you're employed by a company or whatever else it is, raise your hand. You are. Okay. Anybody else? You employed? And I'm not knocking nobody. I just want y'all to see something. Because they employed you by you selling your time to them and they pay you for your time. There's another place they do this too. But moving on. You won't be able to understand. Okay. All right. Okay. So you will not be able to sell your time to an employer if you don't have the mark of the beast. You will not be able to be gainfully employed if you do not take the mark of the beast. So my thing is, get it while you're employed. Oh, I don't got to worry about that because I work for myself. Oh, okay, let's do yours. You won't be able to hire nobody unless you have the mark or they have it. You won't be able to hire nobody because the payment system, the mark of the beast, is a payment system. And only stores will be taking the payment system. The gas stations will be only taking, just like now, I can't walk in nowhere with no paper food stamps. They're not going to take them because that's not a form of payment they take. Well, cash is not getting ready to be a form of payment they take, and then your debit card won't either. So it won't matter how much money you have, you won't be able to spend it until you get their form of payment. Doesn't matter if you don't work for nobody. You won't be able to hire nobody because if they don't have the mark and you don't have the mark, you won't be able to give them any money. Paper money won't be a thing. Hey. So how will you get your food? How will you get your toilet paper, your deodorant, your toothpaste, your kids' clothes? To my parents that have young kids, I need you to go to the Goodwill and hit every clearance rack you can in the stores that you shop. Get one of these or two of these for each of your children. You need to have 3 outfits. At least 3 outfits for every season. 2, 4, and 6 sizes up because a lot of our clothes come from China. Or did y'all forget? Socks, China. You said the mark is required for you to participate in any form of commerce. Exactly. That's what I said. That's what I said. You won't be able to buy yourself, your time, your products, nothing. I just said that. This. You got kids? And you know they still growing. Goodwill's gonna be a good place. What is it? Once Upon a Child, all the clearance racks, you need to have each season for the next 3 years. At least two. 2, 4, 6 sizes up. Because most of our stuff comes from China. So what are you gonna do if you can't buy it? Or there's nothing in the store? Hey, they won't stop growing. I know, pumpkin, and this is why we saying 2, 4, 6 sizes up. If you gotta get it too, you can always roll some pants legs up. You can always do with some socks if it's too big, but at least you got it. Honey, which stitch works real good. You can cuff them pants like our parents used to do, fold them under, and then as they grow, you snatch that part out and re-iron it back. Yeah, that's about to be a whole valid thing right now. You got babies? Yeah. All them cute little outfits right now you need to be buying for a year from now. You said, oh my, I have a 1-year-old girl. I can't help but to feel scared. Don't feel scared, baby. Get moving. Get moving. Get moving. You need to be getting as much free powdered milk as you can for when she's off of formula or he's off of formula. So I would be going to every food bank and asking them. You have to ask. They got diapers in there. They might be generic, but no diaper is better than, some diaper is better than no diaper. You hear me? Don't be scared. Be prepared. Exactly. If you get up and get moving now, you won't have to be scared, baby. Your baby gonna have everything that they need, and you will too. But it takes some not giving yourself what you want and thinking about later. And a lot of people don't want to think about later. Most people don't want to think about later because they just want to have fun right now. Well, everybody got their choices, and folks is making theirs. Yep, and ask God for faith. Yep. Yep. Yeah, listen, I'm trying to find clothes for my 6'3" son. He's still growing. No, I just told y'all where to go. They got plenty of big and tall stuff at Goodwill. We ain't gonna be going outside, so it ain't gonna matter how cute it is. You just want them to have pants and socks and shoes and drawers. Period. Yeah, it ain't gonna matter what it look like then. They just gonna be happy to have some clothes. Because if it's nothing in the stores, where you gonna get it? Old sweats is better than no sweats. Old jeans is better than no jeans. Old sweaters are better than no sweaters. You got you some stuff you can stitch and do whatever you need to do, but if you don't have anything, you hear me? I'll be hitting up every clearance rack, used clothes store, whatever, for you too. If you ain't got, because think about it. You gonna lose weight if it ain't no food. We gonna all lose a lot of weight. So if you've been worried about it, don't worry about it. God about to put the world on a diet. The whole world about to be on a diet. I am right now. Yeah. Yeah. When I seen that today, y'all, well, actually, I didn't see it. It came to my, I'm like, how much is a quart? I was thinking a quart is the little milk, but that's not a quart. That's like 8 ounces, the school milk. So I went and looked it up. It's 32 liquid or 32 dry ounces. And I'm like, 32 ounces for a whole day worth of work? Of flour, of sugar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you hear me? Get your stuff. Please. Please start going to the food banks. Please start buying generic so you can have more, because they all come from the same plant. The corn, the peas, they just put a different wrapper on it, and you paying more for what you think is a better quality product, but it's not. They all come from the same place. We've been seeing this for years. Even if you don't eat it, girl, you did not look for me, Nicole. Did you go in my bio and go to my link tree? You know, we've always had 2 social media, so you couldn't have been looking too hard, Pumpkin. And I'm not fussing at you. Folks keep coming in here telling me they're looking for me. You just kept looking on my page. Did you look all the way through my page? Because my videos ain't been over there for 3 months. Mm-mm. The more you make, the more a ripoff it is. Okay, so I hear you, but you said only time I ever find you is on here. Your notifications on YouTube never worked. Well, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to tell y'all. Maybe that means you weren't supposed to find me. I don't know. Because the folks that was looking, they found me. Well, oh, okay. Well, you was here when we had other social media. You know we had 2. Yes. We've always had 2 social media, so you should have been looking at our other house, honey. That's all I'm saying. I told y'all, though. I told y'all how this was going to work. Yeah. You said yours on here. I don't be on here. Y'all know I've only been on TikTok once since January. And I kept telling people for 3 months before the first TikTok ban, I said, yeah, when they do it, we ain't going to be over here. And I took all my stuff down. This the thing. If y'all saw my page, and it wasn't nothing on there, you should have went looking somewhere else. But we still seeking, you shall find. Like, I told you I wasn't making it easy. Because guess what? I'm not putting all of my moves on here. I've been telling y'all that the whole time I've been here. We about to be hunted. I'm not doing that. I ain't did it the whole time. You said, yes, this is the second time she been on TikTok this year. Well, I was on until January 20th, but after that, yeah, I ain't been on here. You have to enable the permission settings for YouTube. I did, honey. Listen, Mr. E46 GTR. No, honey, they're not going to do that because as soon as I started telling people about what was going on 3 years before it happened, they shadow banned me. Even on Google, I'm shadow banned, honey. No, they won't. They hid my survival list for over 18 months. They won't. It's not going to work for them either. You're giving them information that's not going to work because they all have their notifications on. And some people couldn't find me for a whole year, even on here. No. Let me do this. I know what I'm doing. And they do too, because we've been at it for 3 years. They've been hiding me since October of 2022 on all of my social medias. Every single one of them. They're hiding me on Google. They're hiding me on YouTube. They're hiding me on here. It doesn't matter. They're hiding me. Because everything that I was telling people 36 months ago, all of it is a part of Project 2025 and it's happening right now. So, yeah, they don't want folks to know what I have to say. Yep. So, it's crazy, y'all. We really here. Oh, we is really in it. Anybody want to talk about it? What y'all think about the Pope? I'm one of those who've been following her for 3 years and haven't seen her for months until now. Yep. Yeah, but did you come over to our other house? Y'all know we had another house. That's why when people come in here and say they be looking for me, I just look over here to our other house. Because I said, I told everybody for over a year, I said when they take us off of here, people is going to be looking for us. And because people don't look. Did I lie? I told y'all. I said people going to be looking for us for this information right here. That nobody wants to hear right now, that everybody kept trying to get me banned for. He died. You know? It's all relevant now, though. It's all relevant now. And I'm not saying it like, oh, I told you. I'm saying God was trying to prepare the world, and the world wasn't listening. The world was not, you said not one lie told. Listen, you said those exact words. I did. And it's happening. I said this information isn't valuable because everything is good right now. Okay? I said, but when these things start to hit, they gonna think about the crazy lady that was yelling and screaming on TikTok. Get your stuff, get your stuff. Please prepare for your family. Don't wait on the government to take care of you because they're not gonna do it. You hear me? Who believes now that the government is gonna take care of you and your family? 3 years ago, y'all couldn't see that because we had an okay president. But right now, do you believe that the government is gonna make sure that you and your family have what they need? Raise your hand if you believe that they will. They deleted my comment about the Pope. Are you serious? Girl, they over here. They already kicking people out and everything. I see they didn't reduce them numbers too. They kicking folks out and probably not letting them back in. Most of the stuff in my Amazon purchase history is not even available anymore. The stuff we bought? Yeah, because that's your purchase history. You hear that, Queen? Here for Bingo said most of the stuff that they purchased that was in their purchase history ain't even on there no more. Like the actual items, you can't get them? Is that what you're saying? Baby, listen. On Amazon, most of the stuff in my Amazon purchase history is not even available anymore. Yep, my purchase history gone too. No! It says currently unavailable. Facts, I looked the other day. Item unavailable. Oh, did we talk about it? Yours is gone to... Oh, didn't we talk... Yes, I bought a heat press and it doesn't show I purchased it. No way. I thought it was by myself. Mine is not even... You said when the seller changed, they delete it so they can change the price. Yes, I've had a list of things and it says now item unavailable. 24 hours after meeting with Vance, the post go. Yep, we know it. Interesting. I'm so glad I came across your page early. Me too. I did not. Excuse me, I gotta take a call really quick. Hey, Dad. Yeah, so you told us that all the stuff that we bought back in 2022 and 23 wasn't going to be available. Or if it was, it was going to be too expensive. It's happening right... It's happening right now. Yeah, the food banks are closing too. Oh, you already knew. That's why you told us? Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. Okay, thanks, Dad. Oh, you said I'm at work right now. My heart is in my stomach. That's all right. God about to put it back in your chest so you can get up and do what you need to do. Yes, I have a list of things. This is so crazy. Oh, shoot. Yes, most of the stuff I got for preparation is gone from my purchases on Amazon. Interesting. So you can't tell nobody else what to go get. Yours gone too, Queen? So you can't share what to go get, you mean? Right. What do you need to get? Oh, baby, it's so many things. But I have a list on YouTube. And in my bio up here, there's a lot of stuff. I have 2 videos on YouTube. At CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. That part, me too. And it's called Survival. It's CERCA TROVA Survival CERCA TROVA 22 survival video on YouTube. It'll bring it up. There's two, survival and survival 2.0. We go through all the basic things I feel like you need, like water filtration straws, a way to cook just in case there's no electricity or gas, a light bulb so that your children or your parents don't have to be in the dark. This is a rechargeable light bulb. You can recharge that if you have a small solar generator. This is a rechargeable light bulb, and I'm using water to power it. I can also use my hand if it's charged up all the way. I can put this in dirt and it will turn on. And somebody just put, I think it was Jasmine, she put hers on a foil pan, like a macaroni pan, and it turned on too. I said, oh, no, y'all didn't tell us. Because I didn't know that you could put it on metal when it'll work, but she sure did it, and hers did. It turned on. Yep. That's crazy. WOAU, how y'all feel? Y'all feel a little happy? Remember I told y'all, I said, this gonna be crazy right now. I said, but in a little while, you're gonna be so happy that you did these things. You are going to be jumping with joy that you listened prior to the world listening. You hear me? Y'all happy? Skidamarinky-doo. I love you. See, I told y'all I love y'all. Y'all didn't believe me when I came over here. I said, I know you don't believe me, but I really do love y'all, and I really do want y'all to be okay. And look it. See? My daddy wanted us to be all right. So he told us ahead of time, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm grateful. I told y'all. That's crazy. Thank you, Dad, for dragging me back by my chin here. Back in here. Yeah, because you left us. I know it's different for others, though. Mine's still there. Okay. Yours is still there. Okay. I got all my stuff on Temu and a couple of things on Amazon. They still there. Okay, that's how Amazon works. That's why there are multiple sellers selling the same thing. Interesting. Well, I'm going to be honest. I've been buying off Amazon for a long time, and I could go back however long and see mine, so I don't know. I've been buying on Amazon a long time. I've been getting packages all the way back since 2010. Yeah. So, the red heifers, you said what Michigan do? What you mean? The feeling of being in the most convenient seats at paid at a discount. This part. That exactly. And it's not making fun of anyone else. It's just like, I'm happy God opened my ears before it was too late. You hear me? Listen, you said thankful I received a notification to get all the way right. That part. The seller you bought from probably had a lot of items. Oh, okay, Mama. I'm like, what? I ain't do nothing. What'd I do? So, from 2011 to 2009, I can't see any of my old purchases. 2019. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Pumpkin. We over here. So now that we've gone through that, and hopefully people are going to go get stuff like this for just in case. You used to sell on Amazon. Okay. Hopefully, I know it's time now. I ask God to enlighten me. That part, Rosie. Mm-hmm. It's been time though. That's the thing. We getting down to the nitty gritty right now. We just found out some information the other day that blew our mind. Anybody else was, and this ain't to nobody. This is not to nobody. But I'm going to tell y'all something we read. Do y'all want to hear it? Now, my views on what you do in your bedroom is not God's views. Do we hear that? I'm going to say it again. What God feels about what you do in your bedroom don't got nothing to do with me. I'm just the messengers. Do you hear the messenger? You hear me? So there was 4 things that had to happen prior to God to let the rain come on and come down. Idolatry, We got American Idol in 2002. Same-sex marriage. This is right before the flood. No joke. Idolatry came first. We got American Idol. After American Idol came, everybody, every continent had an idol. Legalizing same-sex marriage was the second thing. Okay, and that happened in 2009, and then it spread over the world. Like I said, I'm just telling y'all the facts. 2014, the third thing was you could marry a dog or a cat. That happened in 2014 in California, and I think 29 states followed suit. So 2002, 2009, 2014. The last thing was science. Yeah, science, mixing human and animal hybrids. Well, they just declared that Japan is doing that in January 4. So 2002, 2009, 2014, and 2025. Those were the last 4 things that had to happen before God said, you didn't know about the animal marriage? Oh, yeah, it's been a thing. We talked about that 3 years ago. The states that bestiality is legal in. And all 4 of those things have happened in the last 23 years. Okay. You can read it in post-flood history. Where is my post-flood history? Probably in my room. It's a book called Ancient Post-Flood History or Post-Flood History by Ken. I can't think of his last name. Where is my book? It might be in my room because I was reading it to my son and his friend. Yep. We did talk about it. And they're trying to bring the extinct animals back to life. Yep. The kids next door be playing with their dog genitalia. It's some grown folks that be playing with they animals genitalia too, and they be letting their animals play with their genitalia. But we gonna move on. All right, go look it up for me. How many states is bestiality? How many countries in their states? Do states first. How many states is bestiality legal in? 29 states. Interesting. So some of y'all's neighbors' pets ain't they pets. It's their husband or wife. That's why they let them kiss them in the mouth. Not all, but some. Yeah. California was the first city to make state to make it legal 2014. And after that, a whole bunch of people followed suit. No. I remember when a man left San Francisco and flew to Montana. What is it, Montana? Not Montana. Is it Montana? What is it? What is the state where you can screw your dog and they don't care? I can't think of it. It's one of them northern states. Their honeymoon, and it was a male dog. So it was a male that married his male dog. And he couldn't consummate his marriage in California. So then he went to Montana or one of them states up there. I can't remember. Utah, somewhere. And that's where they had their honeymoon so that they could consummate their marriage, him and the male dog. That was in 2014. I remember this. Y'all don't remember when all of the women was on Facebook marrying their dogs? They was getting civil unions talking about they not marrying, they gonna marry their dog before they started marrying themselves. Y'all don't remember this? When all the women had their dogs dressed up in suits? Everybody thought it was a stunt. No, they was going to places where it was legal to marry their animal. Y'all seen the pictures of them women in them dresses and they had their animal on the side of them on Facebook? You do remember that. That's because they was really marrying their animals. They have a civil union with their dog. Yep. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yep. Where did it start? It started before the flood. I just told you where it started at. I just said that. All of this, all four of these things that I just said to you was legalized right before the flood. Okay, well, God said this time He ain't flooding the earth, He gonna burn it. And all of those four things just happened in the last 23 years. The last one in January. Because they've been practicing hybrid stuff, but they just basically made it legal when Japan University came out and said, we gonna do it. So then nobody's thinking about it. That's why they put out Sweet Tooth a year ago, so that you wouldn't be scared when you saw these animal human hybrids. And the purple flowers is showing up, is they not? What's the Japanese whatever? It's called zoophilia. Interesting. The purple flowers, is that where all the STDs come, people with animals? No, it comes from nasty humans. You're not supposed to be sleeping around. So if you giving your meat or your water pool to anybody, God said it need to be infected. He said, don't be throwing your stuff out to everybody. And people like, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. God didn't really mean that. So then get sick. He said, whatever you use to sin against Him, that's what He's going to punish. So if your armpit sinned against Him, you might get some boils. But if your snatch or your pogo stick offend Him, well, that's what's going to be sick. Between the animal nonsense and the BS going on with the kids, no wonder Dad is done with us. They had a show about it. Interesting. I did not know. And the human robots for companions, right? I just read it. Paul Horner, 35, married his 36-year-old dog, Mac, in San Francisco. I told you, Mama. I remember a nigga got caught in the back on Facebook. A chick was looking for her baby daddy. This was years ago. She go out. It was like Michigan or somewhere, Ohio. She calling the baby daddy, walk into the garage behind the house. He got the pit bull up on the table, giving her the work. I said, no. No, you're not. And she got you on camera and she live. You're gross. They had a show about people and strange attractions, animals, and non-human objects. Yep. You do remember that, Kayla? You synced it too? I was giving that dog the business. She said, what is you doing? Ew! Black chick and a black dude. Man, sure was. Hey, Riz. Sure was. So they just legalized it because they was tired of people going to jail for it. Yeah, hey. Mm-hmm. Ain't it so much to be going on in the world that people don't know about? And then people like, oh my God. Why did that happen if you ain't never seen Sweet Tooth? Did you watch Sweet Tooth, Denise? Who watched Sweet Tooth? Y'all remember what happened when the purple flower showed up? Y'all been seeing all these this some Japanese or Chinese something that's showing up everywhere, and it's the purple flowers? And they said they're toxic or poisonous or whatever's going on? Well, a flower similar to that flower is like taking over America's trees down south. It showed up here where I'm at. What is that purple flower called? Excuse me. Yes, my yard is full of purple flowers this year and last year. Whatever that flower is, it's a parasitic flower. You said it's all over the UK too? Yeah, the purple flower showing up like in Sweet Tooth. And it takes over the vegetation. You said it sure did here, Keish? Yeah, the purple flowers are showing up, and it's so crazy that they start talking about the purple flowers showing up right before Japan did what they did and said it's called nightshade. It's called purple wisteria. That's what it's called. Wisteria. Chinese wisteria. Yep, it's showing up everywhere. And they said they got to be dropping something out of the air in order for it to be taking over the plants and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be toxic. And it's crazy because in Sweet Tooth, right before them beings was revealed to everybody, the purple flower showed up. Well, where is they doing it? Japan, the hybrids, the animal-human hybrids. You said wisteria has always been around. Okay. Songbird brand sculptures. Did you hear me say that people said it's taking over? It's a lot of stuff that's always been around. I don't know why y'all do that. You might not know that stuff irritates me. If people are complaining that have lived in an area saying, what is this purple flower? Because I done lived here my whole life and it's taken over all the trees and the plants. What do you think that means? It don't matter if it's always been here. So has COVID, but it killed about 1 million people at one time. Interesting. Goodness gracious. It Sweet Tooth is a movie on Netflix. You hear me? Okay, dot dot dot. Remember when COVID came, everybody kept saying, it's been around, it's just a SARS virus. Remember? You remember that? SARS been around. They trying to scare you. Didn't mean nigga wasn't dying. You know? Didn't mean that it wasn't killing folks and kids and everybody else. So I don't. Famine been here before too, but the whole world about to be starving. That don't mean anything. And that's the problem, and that's why people are not alarmed because they seen it. But just think about it. This is exactly what they did with Jesus. You hear me? This is exactly what they did with Jesus. Because they knew who Jesus was, they didn't take him as the savior of the world because they watched him grow up. Didn't mean that he wasn't about to shake everything up around them. The word has been here for a long time. People still don't listen until it's too late. So just because something has been here, just because doesn't mean that it can't become toxic or that it can't take over something. Y'all gotta stop with that. It's already been here. Everything has already been here. God said there's nothing new under the sun. That don't mean it's about to be toxic for everybody. The air been here, but it's about to be toxic. The water been here, but it's about to be toxic too. And that's why people ain't ready. You hear me? This is why people are not ready. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. If they shut down I think some people just be saying stuff. Did you hear me say like the flower or the flower? You got to put your listening ears on and unclog them a little bit. It's a freaking movie. But there are things, life is imitating art right now. You ever heard that? Anybody? Baby. Jesus. Oh my Lord. And this is why people ain't got their shit. Because they too worried about what God said what happened then is going to happen now. And this is why folks is out here just crazy as hell. Ain't got no food, ain't going to be able to heat their house, ain't going to be able to do nothing. Because it's always an earthquake. It's always a tornado. It's always. Okay, well, you be always then. It's the same stuff people were saying 3 years ago, and every single thing that God told me to prepare for, baby, it's then went on. So y'all keep being the it's then always being people. You hear me? Crazy. Food banks are never going to run out of food. Well, they running out of food now. Food banks always been here, but guess what? They running out of food now. Listen, it's just so crazy. But God said the world is the blind leading the blind. That's what's happening. It is the blind leading the blind. And if everybody else ain't talking about it, they don't believe it till it's on the news. And if it's on the news, it's too late. It ain't nothing you could do about it. If they tell you there ain't no food in the grocery stores and you didn't go the night before because God told you to go get something, baby, you ain't gonna have nothing. You hear me? You act like they gonna tell you before a disaster happens. They're not. So if you don't think of worst case scenario for you and your family, you're going to be SOL. And don't nobody got to give you nothing because, oh, it's already been here before. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, well, don't worry about it. And I don't got to worry about you not having what you need because you didn't have to worry about it. Because I did before it happened. That's what preventative measures are. You do it before it happens, not after or during. Craziness. Right. We don't know until the food is bad. They don't say, oh, there's whatever bad bacteria in the food until after somebody die or get sick. They knew it was a chance before they sent it out that it was a possibility that there was something in it, but you don't find out until somebody done already died or got sick. And if they choose to tell you, and it could be 3 weeks ago until they tell you. So, I mean, if you want to wait, do you? I'm only talking to the people that's listening, baby. If you got an excuse as to why, rebuttal, you gonna hate it here. Because the people that came over here and listened, guess what? There's a lot of stuff. They don't have to be stressed out. They don't have to be panic buying right now. We chilling. And being for 3 years. Because we knew this was coming. But because it wasn't happening then, people didn't believe it. And now they got to try to buy whatever they can when money does not go as far. Things are more expensive and there's less of it. If you can even get it. Which is what we talked about. Reminds me of how the police can't investigate DV until somebody's already unalive. This. They can't do nothing until she dead. Stabbed up. Come on. We hear you, and I know that. Listen, did you know they have lab-grown skin for robots made from human cells? I believe it. Because they've been growing lab skin for burn victims. So I know that that's science stuff, girl. I think they thought I was going to come back to TikTok and not be the same. Nope, still 10 toes down. I ain't changed. I just got a lot calmer. But yeah, I'll still give you the business all day long. They probably thought I changed. Still the same. Still the same, honey. It is. And you said what? I'm only here to talk to the people that want their family not to starve to death, that they don't want to go to hell for taking a market of peace. That's the only people I'm talking to. Anybody else that don't want to see it, you're not going to want to be over here. You are not going to want to be over here. You said, I'm so glad I listened to you. We had 8 tornadoes that came through, knocked all of our power out. We was good. Come on, Dewana. You said what? You said y'all had 8 tornadoes and y'all didn't have to work. See, I was just, thank you for coming in here and telling your testimony because I was just telling these people this. What you gonna do if it ain't no power? How you gonna cook? Wow. You see that? You see it? And it was dark around you, wasn't it? Or loud because of the generators. You didn't have to do none of that. You said, what? This been sitting here for an hour and 33 minutes roughly or so, and it's still wet. And guess what? It's toilet paper with some water on it. Still wet. You see it. So this would have been an hour of light for sure. If I had to put this in something, it'd have been an hour of light right here. This gonna come in handy. And it's getting brighter and brighter because of the water. This could be the difference in your kids having to say they scared every night. You put all the kids in one room and put this in there. If there's no power. And these you can put in your lights. Put one in the hallway, one in the bathroom, one in a closet. So when the power goes out, these automatically click on. Once y'all go to sleep, unscrew it out a little bit so you can save the power for the next night. And then when the sun goes down and y'all just can't see, all you got to do is screw it back in and you have power. That's important. You said, because I did. Come on, Miss Ida. There's some other folks, too. They not letting you buy powdered eggs no more with EBT. Damn. It's other places that sell it. think it just depends on the company. It might just depend on the company. You said we had a generator. Come on. Listen, God know what he doing. I love y'all. I know I might not have met all y'all, but y'all babies is my babies. Your grandma is my grandma. Your auntie is my auntie. Your mama is my mama, and I want y'all to be okay. And I told y'all that 3 years ago. People that want your money, they not gonna tell you nothing. Well, I told y'all not paying me. Well, technically, I take a small salary right now, but prior to this, do you see what I'm saying? They gonna want you to blow money on stupid stuff. I wanted y'all to be okay for right now because I believe the word of God. You hear me? Thank you, Pooh. They said check out American. Pooh said check out American Reserve. They sell powder eggs. Thank you. Wherever you can buy them at like different stores too. Like you said, and yours is mine. Come on, come on. You said type snap dry eligible eggs and they should pop right up. Okay. But you got to think eggs is different right now too. So they might be restricting certain things. But I love our community. Hey, auntie, you know the soup base you mentioned. I was thinking, can we make a dry rub for the meat before and smoke it? I don't know, but that's a good idea, nephew. I would dry rub it just as long as it's not like, cause like my what you call them chips, zucchini chips. I put seasoning on them, and I put seasoning in my mashed potatoes and stuff after I dehydrated them. Sure did, cause it might not be no seasonings. So some stuff like my bags of potatoes that you can buy it on Amazon. They have them at Lowe's, Walmart, everywhere. Just type in rechargeable light bulb in Google. But I put seasonings in a lot of my stuff. So that way when I poured out that bag, like, show y'all. Oh. Look, I even vacuum sealed the popcorn auntie was sending me. Quit playing, nigga. Dude. Look. The popcorn auntie said, who ain't about to have no snacks? I am. Who ain't about to have no snacks? They got oxygen absorbers in them and everything. Oh, yeah, I be eating it. But, like, you see, like, my carrots. This is free dehydrated carrots. Yellow zucchini. That's yellow squash. This is sweet potatoes, sliced and dehydrated. Wheat flour. You ate all yours, girl. I was trying not to, girl. I need to give me some more. Me and my cousin just talked about that. Beef jerky. Broccoli. Red onions, dehydrated. Because this stuff ain't going to be in the store. Potatoes. This is potatoes and green beans, dehydrated together. And I already put my seasoning in here. So once they rehydrate, I might need a little salt. And that's it. But it got like some other salt, pepper, blase, skip, garlic powder, whatever. I put it in my mix. Mike, you ate your jerky, queen. Good job. Good job. Good job. You said you got a whole onion bed, garden bed. Good job. Sliced garlic, because it ain't going to be no garlic. That's onions. This is garlic and herb zucchini. There you go. You see how little that damn bag is? I said you got to save some, CERCA. You can't eat it all. You ain't going to have nothing for later. That's more sweet potatoes, zucchini. All of this was stuff I did at one time. This is sliced potatoes, onions, and garlic, baby. I was trying to think if I'm going to make me some fried potatoes. I already got my garlic and my onions in here. So all I got to do is hydrate it, put my little oil in there, baby. I'm good. What you mean? I wasn't just putting it in there like that. I needed to think about it. If it ain't no seasoning, what I'm going to do. See, this is just like potatoes. This is some of the last stuff I did. But, you know, we got the soup mix. I thought it might be some in here, but I guess not. So this all vegetables and flour. But you got to think. You got some beans. You can make you a soup with the potatoes. Even with the sweet potatoes or with the regular potatoes, you can make flour. Potato flour with that. If you need to make bread or some type of flat bread or something, you can use potatoes to do so. They make all kind of bread out of potatoes and different root vegetables and stuff like that. So I'm thinking long term. Okay, well if it ain't no whatever, I can make me some kind of potato cake or potato patty, shred it up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like I've been thinking about the what ifs. It might be better than the store food, nephew. This y'all niece calling me. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Yes, ma'am. I'm live. What's going on? Sorry, y'all. That's my daughter asking me about making my grandbaby shirts for her birthday. Talking about how much you gonna charge me. I'm not gonna charge you nothing. You just gotta pay for everything. I do it. But you need to send the stuff. I ain't gonna charge you. You hear me? Thank you, Steve. So this is the thing, family. I'm not here to scare nobody. I want y'all to be prepared. And as y'all can see, our government is making cuts left and right on the things that most people need. These are things that we need. Please put your pride aside. If there is a food pantry near you, I need you to go every time that you can. If there is a church that gives out food and you can go there too, and the food pantry, I need you to go. Keep everything except for the stuff that's going bad as far as like vegetables and stuff, but find a way to dehydrate those, can those things, because it's getting ready to get ugly. It is going to be worse than the Great Depression. Worse. So if you haven't went and watched videos about the Great Depression, I need you to. And I know y'all tired of me saying it, but nobody was listening. Well, the folks that listen, but for the most part, people weren't listening because stuff was plentiful. Well, it's not like that anymore. And they lying to us about the food deposits that we have. Because remember, people was arguing with me recently about, oh, we got food deposits underneath. No, we don't. That stuff was over in 2020. When I got on here in 22, it was truckers that go down under the ground. They said, this normally is full with trucks. I know, and it was 22 then. So COVID had been really like over. They was like, all the refrigerated trucks and stuff that's supposed to be under here and the stash of the dry food, it's not here. You said, I watched them say the cuss for the food pantry saying it was a waste of money. Exactly, Kaylin. And a lot of people is about to be hungry, babe. Matter of fact, listen. You need to put your pride to the side. Name brand stuff. Because when I came on here, in the first 3 months that I was here, we did a class about valuable versus expensive. And a lot of people didn't take that class to heart. And I said, y'all out there spending all that money on them Jordans, they ain't worth nothing but $8 or $12. Y'all talking about, oh, them cheap shoes. Jordans are cheap shoes. They cost $8 or $12. I did a class on that in 2022. We went and looked up how much it costs to make all the Marc Jacobs bags. We did that already. The world is finding out 3 years later, but we did that class. Pedro, I told him 3 years ago. Folks called me a liar, and now the world know. Who was here when I told y'all? I said that stuff is not quality. I said it's expensive, but it's not valuable. And I showed y'all my leather bags. I said this bag costs $50 for me to buy, or $100. I said, but it's more valuable than that Louis Vuitton bag or the Chanel bag because it's plastic. And is the world not talking about the stuff they've been spending $10,000, $12,000 on? Ain't nothing but $200. The stuff. Michael Jordan wears Walmart shoes too from Walmart. I said that. I said the rich people be walking around in Gumbies. The world is learning the lesson that my WOYUers learned 3 years ago. And this is why they didn't care about cutting back and not spending on all of that stuff, because they realized what was valuable. You know what's valuable? This box. This valuable right here, right? This is valuable. This is what's valuable now. You know what else is valuable? This gonna be valuable. A portable shower if there's not a lot of running water. This is valuable. Adam Sandler, for example, dresses like he homeless. Yeah, because they know what it is. And this is why Auntie was trying to put all my nieces and nephews on to the Goodwill. You can still buy. I got Gucci and all that. And it's real, not the knockoff stuff. It's real. I showed y'all my bags, baby. My daughter said, Mama, where you get that? I don't worry about it. I only paid $3 for it. And it don't look beat up. Yeah. Valuable. This valuable. If you gonna ball out and get you something everybody gonna be envious of, I would do this. Because clean air is gonna be valuable. Not a Pooh Shiesty mask. How much is these now? They still $25 because that's how much we pay for ours. They still about $25. They might be $30. I know mine was $20, $25, $27, maybe $29. You said no Millionaire Jones? How much is they now? How much is these now, y'all? It ain't sad because pastors ain't telling nobody nothing. Some of them is, but most of them ain't saying nothing. If you 35 to 40, listen, 35 to 40, wow. No, ma'am, I saw them for like 75. Interesting. So between 35 and 75, and not the best quality either, so not the good ones. That's what I figured. I figured that. Interesting. You just saw a bunch for 25? Okay. Some of them is 100. Okay. Again, there's going to be different prices. I'm coming with provisions. This part, 25, not the good one. So the fertilizer kind is 25 now. Interesting. Where did I get these for this price? I bought them on Amazon, but we got these 3 years ago. Not the good ones. Obedience. Come on, girl. Obedience. Mm-hmm. Got mine for the low a year ago. Come on. You paid $18 3 years ago. Okay. And it was the good cans. Interesting. What's going to be valuable now is shelf-stable food. If they hit the power, everything in your freezer and deep freezer is going to spoil within a week. Unless you get dry ice. So I would not. You said radiation is more than just gas. Both is more. Come on. Oh, so radiation is more than just gas. Both is more. Come on. Yes, the good one I bought for $34 3 years ago costs more than double that now. Interesting. We talked about it, and everybody was calling me crazy. And look at obedience hit different when you moved 3 years ago. It sure do, Mary Jones. And do, cause the same these was like, at first they was 29, and then they went up to 39, and now they're 59 or $69 for 5. And we was paying 29 at first, and then they went up to 39, and now they're 59 or $69 for 5 of these. So you get, well, we could have bought 10 for, you can only get 5 now. This filters 1,100 gallons of water. You said they have them from 25 to 35, but the one you have is 99. I bought 5 for 153 years ago for the mask. Okay. The tablets too, they way more expensive. No way. The water filtration tablets are more expensive. They was only like $6, $4, $8. They wasn't expensive at all. Wool blankets high now too. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I know what I need to do, because I forgot to take my medicine. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, because the Lord is my friend and my shepherd. Woo! Thank you, Dad. Everybody in your house need to have at least 2 pairs of wool socks. You hear me? I never see you anymore. I just rang the bells. Hopefully that changes. No, I don't be over here. We have another social media that we've had the whole time. We have another social media. Oh, I don't know why you don't see me over there. We over there every day. You don't see the rewatchers? Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say we got over 1,400 videos in just 3 years. 1,400. We on our way to 1,500. That's crazy, y'all. That basically evens out to like 3 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? In 3 years, and our videos ain't 30 minutes. They all hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long. Some longer than that. So, let me ask y'all a question. Now that we're here, okay, if you were here before, okay, and you thought I was a crazy lady that was just on here yelling and screaming at people all the time, it was for good reason. And I know I wasn't saying everything that everybody else on the internet was saying. Jesus didn't come saying everything that everybody else said either. And people didn't believe until it was too late. In the beginning, we had a lot more classes. We did. But girl, I didn't put in my work. I'm tired. I am. Y'all don't even, I'm going through menopause too, so I don't got that energy I had 3 years ago. I was still a spring chicken, baby. I'm getting close to, you better move. And my arms is swinging a lot lower. Swing low, swing chariot. I got my grandma arms now, honey. You said all the best people are crazy. Listen. I'm trying to tell you, I don't be having the energy. I don't. And I be drinking all the coffee I can. It don't be helping. I be tired. Nigga, when I come in here, I be slumped. Do you understand me? Sleep, wake up. I don't never know what time it is. I don't never know what day it is. I never know. All my days are the same. I wake up, come talk to y'all, and then I go to bed. You said, I know you are. You definitely put in a lot of girl. And then, too, it's like everything is happening now. So sometimes I don't be wanting to just keep bringing y'all bad news, but I do want my babies to be aware. And y'all are my babies. Whether you older than me or younger than me, same age, it doesn't matter. Different color, different, I don't care. Even if you voted for that man, I still want you to be okay. But I still want you to be okay. I don't want to see nobody baby starve. I don't want to see nobody have to take the mark and be damned to hell because they didn't listen. Yes, in the beginning, until your videos used to start with this sweet voice. Now you just jump right in. Yeah, because I had to let y'all get to know me first. I had to let y'all get to know me. I said, now, wait a minute now. I don't know y'all and y'all know me. I'm going to get y'all to know me, in the end, there it is. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And look, I said, I'm going to make y'all love me. If I came in crazy, y'all wouldn't have loved me. Think about the... Never mind, that's not a good reference, but it's going to say think about the abusers. They don't come in the first date knocking your lights out. They wait. They wait until they got that hook in you, and then they be like, I said no, nigga. Did you hear what I said? I said go sit down. So I had to wait until I had my hooks in y'all, and then I could do what I needed to do. Mm-hmm. Been around a little while. I know how it works. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But look, I don't even have to pull up my shield no more. Y'all used to it now. And look at your strong and stuff. I told y'all this was boot camp. You said the analogy is crazy, right? I was thinking this might not be right, but it is. I mean, you know, they put the magic stick down, then they start. They don't do it before that. They wait until your eyes is all googly, and then they try to knock them out your head. You know, that kind of thing. Because everyone is not receptive. A lot of people weren't. Millions of people weren't. But millions. We know for a fact that there's over 1 million people around the world that are ready. I just got a message from someone in South Africa, and she literally told me, last week? She's in South Africa. She follows us, and she's been getting her stuff. But see, what y'all don't know is, or maybe y'all do, girl, got my boots on the ground. I'm about to learn that dance. I just told my daughter today, I told you I've been working on my boots on the ground outfit. I'm going to have to make it myself because I don't be having bread like that, so I'm making it. But baby, it's going to be cute. Mm-hmm. It's going to be real cute. I showed my daughter today. She was like, okay, Mom. I said, I will have these boots on the ground somewhere, honey. Even if I only learn that other one. If I don't learn the other one, I'm going to learn one of them. You understand me? I'm gonna get something with these boots. You hear me? But in real life, I want y'all to be okay. You don't have to like my skin color. You don't have to like how I talk. You don't have to like anything. Okay? That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to be liked. Jesus wasn't around to be liked. He was around to tell people what was coming. You hear me? Hey, you hear me? I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here to be nothing. I'm here to tell you what's coming because I am a watchwoman, and watch women sound the alarm. That's what they do. Because, not saying I'm higher than y'all or nothing like that, but a watch person is in the watchtower. In the watchtower, you can see a lot further. You can see the dust of the horses coming, where the people that are down in the city can't see. They don't know it's coming. They're just living their life. So thank you, Jesus. So God had me say, hey, the enemy is coming. Famine is coming. Not clean water is coming. You ain't going to be able to hurry up and go get your stuff. The only bad news is the news you ain't tell us. Come on, Day. Come on. I just asked y'all the other day if I would have never said nothing and y'all knew I knew all of this, and I just start talking to y'all about it now. How would y'all feel? And all of y'all said y'all be ready to put hands on me. You said true, but I like you and I love you. That part. Well, I'm happy. I love you too, sir. You hear me? All of y'all. If I just start talking about this right now and I knew all this whole time about everything that was going to go on, y'all would not be my friends right now. Can you imagine the amount of times Jesus begged his dad, please don't send me to talk to these folks? Girl, I just said it last night. Me and my son just had a conversation, and as much as I love my mom, I realize she's made her choice. And that is, I'm only going to believe what I've been taught, and you ain't going to teach me nothing else. I said, you don't have to think. I said, do you know why nobody listened to Jesus? Because they watched him grow up. The people that listened to Jesus didn't grow up with him in Jerusalem. I'm going to say that again. The people that watched him play with their kids, they didn't believe. His uncles and aunties, they didn't believe. The lady across the street, they used to hey, Jesus, get down from there. Girl, I whooped that little boy when he was little. That he is not the... I said, but God took Jesus out of Jerusalem, took him down into he traveled all over. Jesus was in Egypt for 2 years. Then they came back. And because they knew where he lived and they knew his past and they knew who his mama was, and really everybody was thinking she was a hoe because she got pregnant, they really wasn't hearing it. And I told my mama last night, I said, listen, God took me away from y'all at 22, 23. He let me sit and study for over 10 years. I said, but you want to know what the sad thing is? People around the world that will never touch me have listened. And the person that took me to church, the person that I heard praying in tongues, the person that I always had the Bible open, won't hear nothing. I said, you know who you sound like? The Pharisees and the Sadducees. Because when Jesus and his disciples came, I don't want to learn nothing new. I'm sticking to what I know. Okay, and that's why you still falling in the same holes. That's why you still saying the same thing I was hearing you say 20 years ago. Nothing has changed. God is going to help me, girl. I keep falling in. I don't got to keep saying that. Stuff that I used to fall for, I don't fall for no more. Things that used to plague me to where I couldn't stop doing it. Oh, yeah. No. I ain't saying everything, but the stuff that really used to have me messed up, oh, yeah, he took that away. I don't got to keep saying, ooh, y'all, I done sinned again. Ooh, y'all, because I got tired. And I said, God, you going to help me, and I'm going to get in his word and find out. But I had to also open my mind up because the church was not giving me what I needed to pass my tests. They wasn't giving me enough for me to walk away from what the devil was offering me. But now the devil can't give me nothing. I don't want nothing in God. Do she not me? The person who told me to read the Bible don't believe. Girl, I was just in a heated battle last night. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell you like this. And who this offend, it is what it is. I don't mean to be offensive, but it is what... I said, the people that's always, they'll sit on the phone and talk with you about the Bible and God and be hallelujah and all that. Now, I speak in tongues, but I'm just saying, they tongues is on cue, they're rehearsed, and they get to talking out loud. I said, you know what's funny? Ask them to open their Bible and read with you. They won't do it. I was on the phone with my mama for like 3 hours. Not once did she say, well, let's pull up this word and look at it. She just kept, every time I would say, she talked loud, I said, yep. And if I call my brother, he's going to do the same thing. And if I call my uncles and aunties and my friends that are all ministers that get up in front of the church and say a whole bunch of stuff that don't mean nothing, but they will not ever study with you. I ain't going to study the lost books, right? Oh, they say, I just need the basics because I can barely get that. The reason you can barely get the basics is because it's not all there. That's why I keep trying to tell you, but that keeps going over your ear and down your back and out your butt. Because when I ask her, program response, listen. Well, if God sends somebody, I said, would you even listen if he sends somebody to you? I said there was a few places God couldn't go because they would not hear him. Okay? The word is very sharp. But guess what? I said, if you know for a fact that the King James Bible had 80 books, and you will keep repeating to me, if it ain't in a 66, I don't want it. You don't even make sense. Because if you studied like you said, then you would know that there was 80 books the first time around. So you will say to me, don't take away and don't add. But the book of Jasher is written in the book that you are reading. So that's not adding, because God told you, if you want to know what happened in this story and a lot of other stories, which is where you can find out which brother married which sister there and in the Jubilees. Okay, they still taking out scripture is. You hear me? I asked my mama, I said, why is the oil that was inside of that alabaster box so important? You tell me. Anything somebody want to tell me about Jesus, I want to know. I said, did you know that they accused him of killing, of accusing killing a little boy when he was like 7 or 8? Did you know that? And all the boys ran off and told their parents that Jesus pushed the little boy, and Jesus was kindly walking down the stairs slow. And when all the parents got back and said, you killed our boy, blah, 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 he said, I ain't killed nobody. The same way that he called Lazarus' name twice, he called that boy's name, and the dead body spoke. I said, would you like to know why the woman touching the hem of his garment is so important? Would you like to know? You thought that was the first time that happened? I said, Jesus' swaddling clothes. There was a 3-year-old boy that was full of a demon that used to make him strip out his clothes and run down in the street. And Mary had hung his blankets out on a line, and the little boy, full of Lucifer himself, picked up the blanket off of it and put it on his head, and immediately he was delivered. Thank you, Jesus. So he was healed by the hem of Jesus' garment too. It was another lady that a witch had put a spell on her, and she couldn't talk, and it was her wedding day. You gotta say I do to be able to get married, boo. But the witch was a hater, and so she put a spell on her that made her mute. And when she picked up Jesus, it said her tongue string was cut. It was loose. So she could say I do. But you don't want to know nothing about the God that you say you love? Well, don't. That don't got nothing to do with me. But I want to know as much as I can. And this is why, Rika, he said that even he said, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And it's only the people that swear up and down they God's people that don't want to hear nothing. Because I can go talk to a Satanist right now and they will listen. I can go talk to a Buddhist. I can go talk to an atheist. Everybody, hoes on the street, pimps, everybody, they gonna listen. The only people that don't want to hear the word and study the word, baby, is them Christians. And I consider myself a follower of Christ. But the people, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, baby, they don't want to study. They want to argue the word with you. But if you tell them, pull out your Bible and read, okay, well, if you don't think I know the Bible, teach me then. They won't do that either. I didn't try all of it, baby. They not. They gonna go to sleep. They get irritated. They start over talking you, or they get loud and they get off the phone, or they go to sleep. I was just asked why I study outside of 66. The person just told me all that matters is Jesus, and he is only in the 66. Girl, that was the same words my mama said last night. I'm telling you, they all sound like robots. It don't matter. Even with God saying, my people, not the sinners, not the people that the church feel like they dirty and this and that. The sinner, he said, my people. These are people that have accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. Let me ask you a question. The same spirit of misinformation and confusion. Baby, listen. Okay. Did Jesus write a letter to the sinners, or did he have Paul and them write letters to the church? I'm sorry, not Jesus, but Paul. You said it was 88 books and so much more rehearsals, things they heard and not learned. Oh, literally, they sound like, I told my mama, you sound like a tape recorder. Who did Paul write his letters to? And what was he talking to them about in those letters? Thyatira and Sardis and all of those guys. The Church of Philadelphia. What was he saying to them? He said, you forgot your first love. You done got so hype in your traditions to where y'all not even. Come on. They've been tying up tongues since back then. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. If you ain't anointed in the way we say anointed, you can't teach for us. That's scary, but because you didn't call me and you didn't anoint me, God did. Moving on. Moving on. I don't know why God, you feel like God got to go through you to tell you that I'm anointed. He don't. He already sent the person that was supposed to tell. I remember when I used to have pastors tell me, if God didn't tell me first, it wasn't God. I read they tried to call Paul Zeus and tried to praise him like that. Yeah. He told him no, nephew. You hear me tell people I can't save not a soul. I'm just the messenger. I'm right here walking in the line with y'all. I'm not on no pedestal. That's why I didn't get on here calling myself Prophetess CERCA. That's why when people kept trying to make this church, I wouldn't let them. This is school. So anybody that want to come, witches, warlocks, same sex, transgender, drug addicts, alcoholics, sexual abuse victims, sexual abusers, if you want to change, everybody can come here. You just can't stay the same way, but it ain't me to force you. The word is going to do what it's supposed to do if I'm delivering it right. That's it, that's all. I don't got to go by no name. I don't got to call me CERCA. That's what you can call me. You said period, relationship over religion, and they sound so foolish. They do, Nisi Poo. Yes, amen. They still don't know why Jesus came, and he told them, I didn't come to bring peace. He came to separate the wheat from the tares, and they would be the tares. Sis, I'm about to bite you. Give me your arm so I can bite you. Do you know I was trying to get this message to my mama last night? I said, you do real. You sound like the Pharisees. Because they were born Jews, they felt like they didn't have to listen to Jesus. Because the word was in their clothing and under their hat, they didn't have to listen. Girl, listen, it gets my blood boiling. I said, God, I don't want to call her no more. I asked my mom, I said, how you know God didn't send me to help you? You keep talking about what you don't understand and how you keep failing God and getting back right back here and all of this, and he keep taking you back to preschool. So how you know he didn't send you a teacher and your daughter? Because I ain't at preschool no more. Not in the word. How you been saved for 50 years and you still a baby in Christ, babe? That's scary to me. That's saying a lot. And the fact that your leader let you stay there however many you didn't have is scary. Because I be on y'all head. How many of you, Lord forgive me, I'm about to say it. How many of you know more of the Bible now? And it's not comparison. But because we study on our own and we don't just watch what they tell us to watch and we can only read, how many of you, I hate to say it, can run circles biblically around the people that's been in church their whole life? Or swear up and down they a minister and you be like, do you even know what that means? You only been here 3 years. Some of y'all. 2 years, some of y'all. That's scary. and they spend at least 15 hours of work in a week in church. But you can't even tell me what the scripture was about when you get home from church, though. But you can tell me the song they sang and what Sister Johnson had on. You can tell me that. You can tell me who cheating on their husband and who cheating on their wife and who Bishop ain't messing with. But you can't tell me the scriptures. You can't even tell me. You got to go back and look at your notes to remember what we studied yesterday. When I got folks coming here, Auntie, do you remember that class that we had back in 2022? So we was reading in. I'm confident in the word and what I know. Come on, Day. Girl, Dad told me this was not my battle. I was tired of fighting these people. Girl, I gave up. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm for real. But you can't sit on the phone and talk about Jesus with me either. I'm not going to let you do it. So if you want to get on there telling me what God tell you, I'm going to get off the phone because it's not the truth. I don't believe it. Because your actions have not changed. Your life has not changed. And for 50 years, you've been saying the same thing. So maybe in the beginning, those words were true, but not now. And the devil got you deceived thinking as long as you go to church and your pastor think you okay, that God is okay with you. Well, your pastor can't put you in heaven or hell. Just in case your organization can't either. So you following man's traditions over God's word and wow, baby, well, he said, I don't know you. And that's why I asked God, I said, I'm not against church. Don't think I'm against church, but I am pissed off because it's a lot of people don't even know all of the things that are happening, that we're in the tribulation because their pastors won't even go read it. Won't even let you talk about it. So then how can you prepare people for Jesus' coming if you don't even talk about the stuff that's happening right before? Y'all want to use wars and rumors of wars. Okay, but what else? Y'all lying to these people and telling them that they don't have to worry about food when God literally said the only way you gonna be able to get food is if you take the mark. And y'all lying to these people and telling them that they not gonna have to worry about it when God himself said some of y'all gonna be killed. John, Revelation, this is what it's all about. Some of y'all gonna be killed. Some of y'all gonna be taken prisoners. Some of y'all gonna escape in the hills and you will see me coming. But if you make it, baby, it's gonna be hard. So should I believe your lying tail mouth or should I believe with the word that's right in front of me? And if the Bible ain't written to the sinners and it's written to the saints, who is about to be getting killed? Who is about to be hungry? And who is about to be running up in the hills? Because the sinners are going to take the mark, so they're not going to have to run. I don't know why y'all keep on spinning that like, oh, honey, we don't got to worry about that. Actually, you do. And if you haven't prepared for it, you'll be in the line taking the mark because you ain't got nothing, so you can't. You haven't prepared anything. Oh, well, God dropped manna down. Show me where he said he was going to drop manna down in the end times. Because then he wouldn't have said there would be famine. Joseph, when he told Joseph, it's going to be 7 years of good and 7 years of famine. If you want a physical representation, one of my lovely students sent me a book. I can show you because they have it engraved in stone when God said what he means. This, I'm going to get it closer, is the 7 years before the flood. Before the famine. And this is the 7 years of bad. Please look at their, look how thick they is up there. See how their arms is full? See, everybody got weight on them and stuff. You see, you can see it. See? Everybody got weight. You see, look at this thigh. Thick. You see it? This is them 7 years later. You see the bones? His stomach is literally in his back. You see it. This is in Egypt. Look how skinny. These are the same people. 7 years of good. And this is how they was walking around there looking. You can see their rib cages, honey. You hear me? You can even see the bones in his face. You can see the bone in this dude. Where'd it go? Look, you can see the bones in his face right there. Look at that. Right there, this one. And he looked real skinny too. You could see more of his ribs than anybody. They even showed his face sunk in. And y'all know when you lose weight, this part right here, you be like, you on this. They on it. All you got to do is see that uncontoured line, and then you be like, You been seeing somebody you ain't supposed to see. You hear me? Moving on. So, again, you don't have to believe that famine was coming, but Joseph did. And you know what he did? For 7 years, he stored grains and dried fruits and everything. Because understand, if there's nothing to feed the humans, there's nothing to feed the animals. If it's dry, ain't no vegetables. People like, I'm gonna go vegan. Oh, okay, well, drought mean ain't no vegetables growing either. Or did you not know? Oh, you didn't know? Oh, okay. Ain't gonna be no meat, corn, flour, water. Do you hear me? Do you understand? He didn't wait until the famine started to start prepping for it. When God told him, he instantly got on the move. To those of you that have been here for 3 years, do you see the 3 years of plenty gone and the 3.5 years of lack starting? What you put in you could put 4 items in your cart and it could be over $100 right now. Whereas in 22, $100 was still getting me like a full cart of food. 120, no more than 120, baby, I can fill my cart up for 120, especially at Aldi's. I could come out of there with what I need. I could still, in 21, spend only $170 every 2 weeks. And at that time, I had a husband and 3 daughters living in my home, plus they friends and whoever else came over. And my cabinet stayed stocked for less than about $320 a month. You can't do that now. You cannot do that now. $320 don't go nowhere. In just 3 years, 36 months. The same $300 that you spend today don't get you what it got you in 22, 23, or 24. Hey, Miss Rhodes. I was just talking about you yesterday, and I want to tell you that this is an art. When you do this right here, baby, I don't know how you sit here and put all these beads on, and every pair of shoes you done sent me got this, baby. I've been working on my outfit, baby, and it's been 4 days. And I ain't hardly got nothing done. You said you'd be lucky to get to. So understand, I appreciate every single dot on everything that you have ever sent me. You're not lying 3 times. 3 items are $50. Girl, I did not know. I did not know. And I want to just tell you thank you, because you didn't send me like 3-4 pairs of shoes. I just want to tell you thank you. I did not know this much work went into this. And then to find the different sizes of pieces that's going to fit there. You are an artist. It's so peaceful to you, baby. My nerves was racked. My nerves racked. I see now. Because, baby, my nerves, back was hurting. I said, I don't see it. I thought about you every night almost. I told my son, I said, baby, I don't know how she do this, baby. I mean, because my shoes are intricate. Do you hear me? Are you seeing this? And yes, my little stuff is up there. But and all of my shoes, my red ones, and they all glow in the dark and got the different sizes, baby. Girl. I don't know how you do it. I would be crazy as hell. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I would be crazy. Cause baby, the little pinch and then they don't stay. The beads are tedious. Listen. I found out. And okay, I ain't gonna bring out my first CERCA TROVAs because baby, I ran them into the ground. Do you hear me? We ain't bringing them out. I ran them bad puppies into the ground. Maybe we will. Y'all, do you see how many beads is on these shoes? These is my favorites, I will say. These are my favorites, and I wear them more than any. Listen, and they glow in the dark. Get you some shoes from Miss Rose, Tawana Rose, please. Because, baby, she called with it. I know the people around like, oh, yeah, she did. Girl, all of them glow in the dark, too. Every last one of them. If I go put these outside right now and come back right in, they're going to glow. All of this glow right here. So they should CERCA TROVA and then my Thundercats. Mm-hmm. Do you see all of these? And the, come on. You just put yours on. Listen. Get with your auntie. She do boys too. Yeah, she do men's shoes too. Teachers. Like if you a nurse, she do nurse. Like whatever yo thing, she do men, house slippers and everything. Yeah, and she called with it. She do your basketball, football teams, everything. She do like the autism awareness, all of that. Lupus. I think y'all done seen some lupus shoes. She do baby shoes for like the kids' birthday parties and stuff. Cause my daughter has the shoes you made for my grandbaby up on her wall on like a pedestal, and she got the shoes set up like this because she can't fit them no more. The boss baby shoes you made my grandbaby, yeah, they're up on the wall. She said, "Oh, we're keeping those. What do you mean? Nobody's ever gonna. She gonna have them when she grown." Talking about that's how beautiful they are, and they sitting up on the shelf like this in the baby girl's room. No joke. I said, that's cute. She was like, they're part of her decoration. So I understand. If the world would have gone that long, baby, she was going to have them until she was 20. Because her mama said she had to keep them. These is our first WOIUs. Y'all remember? And they glow in the dark, too. That's why I said, girl, I was looking at these shoes, and you done color-coded every little bit of them because it's white and green in there. See, I didn't start tearing them up. And then she made these, and they all cursive and stuff, and they say, seeking you shall find, all in cursive, and everybody always looks at my shoes everywhere I go. No joke. When they see them, especially when they see them glowing. Now, these, I beat these in. I did. I beat these in. They missing. Look. And I know you sent me some glue. I still ain't put it on, but look. I beat these in. You heard me? These was my favorites for a minute. So if you want you some custom shoes, can you come back over here, or did you get rid of your page? If you didn't, come over here and let these people know who you are. I'm about to show you. Can you come over here, Miss Rhodes? She made a stitch for your grandbaby. Oh, she made a stitch for your grandbaby B-Day. A little cold. Talking about. You said don't show these shoes again, girl. I told you I didn't beat it. Look at the A hanging to the side. Look, I told you. They under the bed, though. They dusty and everything. Because I ain't got a chance to wear. I said, girl, retire these. Retire them. Can you come over here, Miss Lady? Because everybody want to know where they order from. And I do not remember your TikTok. You did get rid of your old page? Okay, so how do they find you? What's your email? She got rid of her TikTok. You got Instagram still? Okay. There you go, Twan. Okay, give them your Instagram real quick. It look like Cersei now. You ain't lying, girl. Quit playing. Sure do. You know I was reading about Cersei in our Greek mythology. Put your Instagram up here so they can get some shoes, girl. Or whatever. She make, like I said, she make men, she make the football teams. She can put a picture of you on it, the kids, the grandkids, birthday. She do everything. Y'all not gonna keep coming for my shoes. That's why I wasn't even gonna show them. I knew y'all was gonna have something to say. I was just trying to show how long they last. It's 3 years, girl. I learn them thing every day. Listen, but they last though. It ain't no immediate. I didn't have these shoes for years. That part. So it's God's authentic one on IG. God's authentic one on IG. She made some for my mom's birthday with my grandma on it. She was so touched. I'm trying, girl. I told you your niece, your twin, been put them up on the shelf. She said, "Oh no, these won't be going nowhere." I said, "You put them up." She bought a wall shelf, a cute like rounded wall shelf, and she got them set up there like, they is cute. I am. Thank you. Yeah. So I just want you to know that, girl, you gotta give because ain't no way. I see why people that do custom stuff charge so much. That make perfect sense. I ain't just slapping nothing on here. I gotta make each one of these beads. Oh no. That's definitely my niece because that's what I would do. That's exactly what she did. So she put them right up on the wall. She did. She put them right, which makes me happy because all of the stuff that y'all have sent for my kids, they have it. I want y'all to know that they ain't thrown. They like their mama. If y'all sent them a T-shirt or like the coloring books, all that stuff, anything y'all sent my kids, they still have it. Unless it was like some food or something. I know he ate the rock candy and stuff like that, but other than that, they have it. They have it, and I'm grateful that y'all love on my babies like I love on my babies because I be loving on y'all babies too. Them is my TT babies. So, with that being said, I don't know. I pray for real though, all jokes aside, because we didn't went way left field. If you have not prepared, I need you to watch Leave the World Behind. There's is what's the name still on Tubi or they took it off? It's an old-fashioned movie, and yes, they got bell bottoms on and come and give me shorts. But I need y'all to watch a movie called Thief in the Night. Is it still on Tubi? Thief in the Night, or they done moved it because we know they playing now. If you've never watched Thief in the Night, I need you to watch that ASAP, like today. If you can watch it while you're at work and not get in trouble. A Thief in the Night. You need to watch that. It's an old movie from like the 60s. You're going to have to look over it and you're going to have to pay attention because there are things that happen in that movie that literally have happened in this last 3 years. And it's going to be very important to you and your family. If you was not raised in church and you don't know nothing about, they on Amazon Prime now? Okay. He Came to Set the Captives Free by Rebecca M. Brown. I just told my cousin to look at that. Y'all gonna stay on my business. Y'all gonna stay on my business. I was just telling my cousin because she was on the phone with somebody trying to tell them what Easter was about. And when I called her, she was like, right on time. Tell them what celebrating Easter is, that it's a whole big OG and this, that, and the other. I was like, yeah. I said, why you just didn't take her to the Black Mass chapter in your book? And tell her right there what it is. You know what? No, and we're not going to talk about it. No, Keish. No, I ain't seen it yet. I thought about going to see it today. I did. My daughter's like, you need to go. I thought about going to see it today because my son called me. He's like, Mom, have you seen it? They all no. I've not seen Sinners, and you do not get to spill it for me. You said the movie Leave the World Behind was done because of you. Oh, okay. Well, good. Good. That's a good deal. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't tell me. You want to go to the drive-in? Ooh, that's going to be on Tibbs, girl. Look at me. I don't know. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I might be late, but I just watched The Bondsman on Prime and it was good. It's about demons. Okay. I don't know if I've seen it or not. I don't think I watched it yet. Yes. Yeah. I want to see it. No. No, I don't. I actually do not. You ain't the government, is you? Because the government, they're not allowed over here, even though they be over here. Y'all going to the drive-in to see it? I don't even know if it's a drive-in here. I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, yeah. Cause we gonna discuss it. We gonna have to wait because everybody ain't got movie money because the movies is high as giraffe rear end. So we gonna have to try to figure that out. Unless you go into a matinee or something. Hmm. You said no that the name was Thorn. Oh, okay, I didn't pay no attention. Sorry. I didn't. That's okay. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I might have to see. Do they still have movie coupons that you can get? Look at me. $50 a ticket. Girl, I'll be waiting till it comes. It better not be. Girl, better not be no $50 a ticket. I will not ever see it until it come out on the streaming site thing. Ain't nobody went with the thing and then put it on the thing so I can go look on the thing and find it. I'm going this weekend, Lord save. I'm gonna say my son gonna take me. Right, Keish. Tuesday they have low. No, for real, movie tickets is $50. No, for real. I took my daughter to see King of Kings last weekend. What's that? How much is a movie ticket? $50, girl. Sir, you don't have to take me on a date. Oh, they was $12.50. I was about to say, oh, it's a movie about Jesus. Okay. I about to say no. Just give me the $50 and I'll pop some popcorn. Matter of fact, my auntie probably did send me some gourmet something, and I'm gonna get my projector out, and we gonna put it up on the wall in the living room, and then I'll bring my surround sound in there, and we gonna do it like that. Cause $50 a piece, baby, I won't ever be going. Okay. Oh. You said yes, they are here in Jersey at certain theaters. Girl, don't play with me. And Jersey is doing too much. But everything expensive there. Everything. I know you're not lying because I done been in Jersey a few times and Manhattan and all down through there. He is not lying. He is not. He is not lying at all. Everything is more expensive there. A sandwich that costs $3 here would be like $15 there. $17, $18 for no reason. I already know. I done been here a few times, baby, and had to get my coins together. Trying to tell you, I already know about that place. I done been a few times. Mm-hmm. Sure had pain. So I need y'all to do some homework this week. You said Jersey is still better than New York. Can I tell you something? They all the same to me. Because it's dirty places in New York, it's dirty places in New Jersey. I jumped off the porch in New Jersey. Moving on. Anyway, so there's that. Yeah. No, not that much. Maybe it depends on where you at, right? That's what I'm saying. Cause $50, nigga? That's gas. I will. Mm-mm. Y'all know how cheap y'all thing is. I won't be fooling none of that. You said Sinners is streaming on the app called Cinema Free. Free is for me. Sinners is streaming on Cinema Free. Bet. Jersey is definitely better than New York. I'm a Jersey girl. Ooh. Well, I bet, or you can watch it on Plex. Okay, thank you. I kind of do want to go to the movies though. I just be scared of the bed bugs. Do they still be having bed bugs at the theaters, or have they cured that? Because I don't want to bring nothing home with me. Yeah. Don't nobody got time. What is? I done got blocked already. Let's see what they saying. We believe in inclusive community, hateful speech, and hateful behaviors. Interesting. Did a? Oh, they don't know we got other social media. We they said get her out of here today. Moving on. Well, maybe God allowed us to just go ahead and get it out. You said somebody from New York told. Oh, I ain't worried about it. They'll be all right. Y'all know how we do. Right. Mm. I did what I was supposed to do, evidently. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I didn't think they was gonna let us get that long. Yeah. But wait, did y'all see that I did not tell them we was on fan base? Who noticed that I just kept saying YouTube? Anybody? Girl, and it's still dirty. That's the only place want to charge you $17,000 for rent, and this mattress is all out and rats. Dirty. 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 I done been there a few times. It's still dirty. First time I went was in 1994. It was filthy. Then I went in 2001. No, 1999. It was a little better. Went in 2012, and it was a little bit better. But no, babe. I done been all down through there. Yonkers, the Bronx, all of them did. Don't be mad at me. Mm-hmm. Do not be mad at me. And this is what's funny. You getting us blocked off a place that we don't even go. You didn't hurt us at all. We was just over there in the ghetto trying to see what they was about. Oh, they still on the same stuff. The ghetto ain't changed, not none. Listen, she was in the class. She was in there. She was in here. She was on TikTok. No, I don't. We went over to TikTok to see what they was doing. We went to go down. I told y'all we was going to the hood for a minute. You know you can't stay in the hood a long time. You said, and they pizza not good. I said what I said. That part. You said whole United States is dirty and high rent. Well, not all of the United States is dirty. No, that's not the truth. That's not the truth. All of the United States is not dirty. But a lot of New York and New Jersey is dirty. We gonna call it like we see it now. I got friends that live there right now, hun. I just was in. It ain't been too long since I've been, babe. Y'all can say what y'all want to, but I've been and stayed for like a week each time. Came in from Connecticut and went up there, so I can see the change from New York to Connecticut, Jersey to Connecticut, babe. I'm not talking about it. It's the truth. Everybody knows it. Y'all know it. Y'all know. And in New York, there's areas that's not, and whatever else. What does that mean? It's dirty. Period. And I done seen the nightlife and the day life. Lived in a hotel for about 2 weeks out there in Jersey, and then was going into New York. So I've seen it. The ugly part of it. Right. Right. Is y'all getting offended? It's a state that's probably about to be called Trump land in a minute. The whole country about to be called Trump land. I mean, you can talk about any state that I'd have never lived or even was born. It is not going to offend me any. Okay, not you, Keish. But folks is getting crazy. Like, you defending a place that ain't going to keep you from being homeless. Because they'll let you be homeless in whatever city or state you're from. They'll let you be homeless there. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Everywhere. But y'all know for a fact that if you have been to certain places, it's just what it is. Just like when you people go to India. What? What happened? Girl, you got me. Oh, the Vatican sealed the Pope's apartment. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because they're probably going to venerate him and make him into a saint. And so then they're going to keep all of his relics so that they can put them wherever the Pope stuff goes. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. That's how they have all the relics. That's how they have Mary's head. They're tomb robbers. Yeah. I'm not too much concerned about it. We knew he was going. We already knew he was dying. He died and they brought him back before. This is all a part of the plan. I mean, and like I had to tell somebody over here, he's not the holiest man on the planet. We already knew it was coming. Listen. Yeah, that's really Mary head. They got Peter and them bones and everybody bones. They got Joseph bones. Yeah, they got all they bones. Who you think is digging up over there? The Vatican owns the Smithsonian. You know that, right? If you find a big bone in your yard, they coming to snatch it. They gonna go come under the guys. We just watched the video. What's the show we watching? What was the show that we just got done watching? Where they was getting the relics and the 30 coins, and we just watched another one recently. I can't think of what it's called. The librarians. Yep, thank you, Pumpkin. The librarians. They don't have Jesus bones. They do not. But they do have his clothing. Mm-hmm. And the cup he drank out of. Yeah. So understand that they just told us that the Museum of Art and all, but think about it. A night at the museum, ain't that what it's called? A night at the museum with what's the funny looking dude? What's his name? He played in the last Left Behind, I think. Is it Nicolas Cage? I did not, Miss Ida, but you know that's all stuff that's happening. Was it Adam Sandler? Sandler? I thought it was Nicolas Cage that was in there. Was it both of them? I don't know. Not at the museum where everybody came alive. Ben Stiller? It's one of them. I think so. National Treasure. One of them. Oh, it's a net in here. How you get in here? It's somebody. Hell, one of those white guys. I was about to say something that probably wouldn't have been funny, but I said it in my mind. I was gonna say it, but that's not nice. Y'all know, y'all heard me say it. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard me say it in my mind. Y'all heard it. That's how y'all. Y'all know what I was about to say. They all look alike. Hell, I don't know. No. I was about to say it. They all look alike. You know the one. The one, not the other one. They look alike. That's how they do us. I don't know. All black people look alike. So, hey, they're all comedians. Ooh. It's the truth. They see us that way and we see them as such. No, I'm just playing. All white people don't look alike. That's not true. Listen, yes, Miss Ida. Y'all know we gotta break up the craziness sometime. We can't have craziness all the time. We can't. Well, we gotta have something. We gotta have something. So, anyway, okay. Well, whoever that is, the librarians, y'all know for a fact what it is. Y'all know for a fact what it is. You know, and we maybe I don't know, like we knew that things were coming. We talked about all of the world leaders dying, the current world leaders. 3 years ago, y'all remember? You remember? We talked about they're going to get rid of all the specific world leaders. If they don't kill them, they're going to make them step down. Do y'all remember? Yeah. You said thank you for the fun and the hood visit. This part, Auntie Judy, because we went to the hood, and as you can see, hood folks still acting the same. They ain't changed. The hood is always going to be the same, but, you know. But do y'all remember us talking about this? The world leaders, they were going to push them out, the current ones. Well, 3 years ago, he was still the Pope. But a lot of the world leaders have changed since then. You hear me? Thank you, Miss Ida. All of us. Yeah, all of us. But, and look, all of the main world leaders have either been forced to step down by, oh boy, or they died magically. Like people was, remember, because it was world leaders falling out of planes in 22 is when they really started getting rid of them. Chess pieces, yeah. Because they got to put their people in. Everybody that's going to be willing. I was just reading about this in the OTP. It's called the judgment of something. I can't remember. What you mean? With them moving everybody out the way? With them moving the world leaders out? Yes, about the head leaders. Okay. And now you see Nisi Poo why all of this information is so important. And that's why I don't understand how our Christian partners that are supposed to be walking with the Lord keep saying what they don't need. And that's why they don't understand the news. Because it's not that we watch the news to hear the news. We watch the news to confirm what the word said. Do we not? Ain't that why we watching the news now? We not waiting on the news to tell us what's happening. we be waiting for it to confirm what we read. Yeah. We be waiting for it to confirm what we read. And that's it, that's all. So, and it makes me happy though. I ain't even gonna lie. Because after having a conversation with my mama, to hear you say, "Oh, Auntie, I just read this in the OTP," right? Well, yes, baby. Yes. That, as a teacher, makes me proud of y'all. It makes me happy to do this because people that I've only known for 3 years can go in the word and then watch it pop up off the page. But people, besitos. But people that don't, that be about to slap you in the head with the same book, babe, they don't see nothing in front of them. They don't even think. My mama still talking about, honey, God could crack the sky today. He ain't, because it's a whole bunch of stuff that have to happen before that. All the saints have to be killed first. People have to be taken prisoner and their rights have to be taken away first. You have to be forced to take this form of payment first. Because God want to know if you're going to choose him or the devil. They sold it to him like they getting out of here without having to say who they really going to live or die for. But no, you going to have to say it. And no, the people prior to us didn't. But just like we ain't going to have to deal with the flood, they didn't have to deal with the fire. Every dispensation, time dispensation, has a different thing that they going to have to deal with, and this is ours. But the people that are on earth right now, yeah, we are part of the you going to have to choose. But if you think about it, when Paul and Peter and what's the name, Bar Jonas and all these, Simon Bar Jonas or whatever his name is, Timothy and all of them, was they not choosing with their life when they was choosing to be seen with Jesus? They could lose their life just because they walked and talked with him, just because they sat down and ate with him. Their families could be attacked, jailed, unalived, just because they were walking with Jesus of Nazareth. But they had to make a decision. No matter what it was going to cost them, even if it was their own blood and their breath, they had to make a decision. And a lot of people feel like they just about to get up out of here, and that ain't what he said. And just because the whole him coming on a cloud thing comes in Thessalonians, which is before Revelations. Who's heard that Revelations is actually supposed to be the first book? Any of y'all heard that? Anybody? So what if Revelations would have been right after Genesis? So if they would have put Revelations right after Genesis, do you think people would still be thinking that the rapture was a thing? Because Thessalonians had a way to go. Hello? Has Jesus already came? You mean a second time? No. He came the first time as a savior. This time he's coming back as a judge. I wish I think I could have been here when he came as a savior. Why I gotta be here in the judgment age? How y'all feel about being in the judgment age? Y'all all right? Have a whole hissy fit. Listen. I thought I'd be long gone too. You said, how about when God spoke audibly? Listen, this is the thing. And you said, and you look so cute throwing a tantrum. Thank you. It is a little scary. You said I would have wore my Roman 12s back then. I mean, I'm just saying. Listen, I mean, I'm making light of it, but this where we at, and it's just sad that people don't want to acknowledge it. You know what I mean? They don't want to know about the other books. They don't want to know what's coming. They will literally tell you, I don't care what's going on with the red heifers. God is still God, and He gonna do what He gonna do. You're telling me that you don't care about what the word says. When I come and tell you that the word is lining up with life, and you say, I don't have to worry about that, are you calling God a liar? He said it ain't gonna be no food. And He's planning on everyone dying. So you don't want to believe that? You don't want to hear that maybe in 6 months we could be living in the time where if you don't scan your hand or scan your whatever, like, see, and that was talk that had me hoodwinked and led astray. The amount of people that showed up because the Pope died is mind blowing. Yeah. Auntie, I don't want to keep talking about the Pope. I don't know if you peeped it or not. I love you. Yeah, I don't want to keep talking about him. He a part of the plan. He's gone now. You know they gonna come. They gonna go. They about to do a whole bunch of pompous stuff that don't have nothing to do with God. That's what they do. Yeah. It's about to be a whole bunch of rituals and all. I wouldn't be surprised if some kids come up missing, God forbid, but that's what they do there. That they gonna offer sacrifices and all of that. This what we gonna do. He ain't here no more. He gone. And that, like they said the last time, just a couple months ago, he was screaming and hollering to get the demons off of him. Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, we know we moving on to the... CERCA, yesterday I got the pass fear of speaking in front of people, and I spoke to my family at the gathering about preparing, and no one wanted to listen. I said, fine, I did my part. I'm done for real now. This... So me and you was battling with the family yesterday. But your nephew said, he said, Mom, I'm done talking. Same thing. He 27. He 27, and he said they all of them, they didn't close their ears and close their... I said, well, you got your stuff. Your sisters got their stuff. I got my stuff. They made their decisions. I'm not about to keep arguing with them people. You said, I'm telling you, I'm tired of fighting with my family. They can have it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm done. I'm for real. Like, because what else can you say? I mean, literally, they are closing their ears. And with all this happening, with their groceries going up, with every... No, no, ma'am. I got a new book. I've been right here. We've been here for 2 hours and 24 minutes, Auntie. 224 minutes, I'm sorry. I said 2 hours and 24 minutes. 224 minutes. No, ma'am. What time is it? I might be able to go do it. It's 4. Dang, it's 4 o'clock. Auntie, I didn't even know it was 4. We've been on here all day. I will, if I don't get it tonight, I will pick it up first thing in the morning. Thank you. I appreciate you, Auntie. I saw something had been delivered, and then I saw the thing for the you need to update it. God has given me peace. I'm not gonna be back and forth with my family, friends, or neighbors. My aunt told me to come to an emergency. My aunt told me to come to get emergency water. Someone gave them during the hurricane. I told her you might want to keep it. She said, "No, girl, go get it." Shh. It is okay. I'm going, Auntie. But then let me get up and move now. Yeah. Yes, girl, got me through my shift. I appreciate you. You know what? It's been a while since we did. And you know they blocked us off TikTok. They so petty. We don't even be over here. It's like getting thrown out the hood, and we used to live over here. Now we can't come through the hood. Y'all playing. You said thanks for pulling my shift with me. I love y'all. So I'm about to go there, Auntie. I'll go up there and do it now before they close. That's crazy. And then we'll probably get back on. I need to eat. Like, I didn't... But God's been helping me with my appetite, which is really good. So this tea took me through it. And I only made 1 cup of tea in all these hours. This day. That's where I'm at. This day. They said they can have it, but do not call me when stuff hit the fan. I'm trying to tell you. You said mine too. Second job was a breeze today because of y'all. I love y'all. It just say whether you have for thanks for helping me through my work days as well. Y'all welcome. Oh, y'all know what we do over here? Yeah. So it do. I love y'all. I'm gonna go around and see. And then find me some food, and we'll probably be on our other house over here since they done blocked us on TikTok. We didn't even get to make 2 whole hours over there, I don't think. And they already acting crazy. They so sensitive over there. Yeah, they is. And that's why we don't be over there, because I can say what I want to say over here and on our other one. And that's why I ain't cared about really going back over there, because what point is to keep getting blocked? Ain't nobody better keep doing that. And they blocked us, and we only been on there for 2 hours. They can't take the truth. I love y'all, though. I'll be back. I'll be back. I love y'all. They so petty, they are. That's why we don't go back over there. And that's why people be getting in the class line talking about they didn't been looking for me. No, you haven't. I'm happy y'all get to see the lies. Y'all thought I was going to be playing with y'all. I told y'all. And they get right on over there and do it. You ain't been looking too hard. And y'all didn't think I was going to see it. You have not been looking for me. You're not going to keep lying to my face. We're not doing that. Blocked. Now, bye, y'all.